Doors closing.
Hi, this is Ryan Hoppy's mom, and you're listening to Happy Hour.
Hey, this is Miguel Fuller from the Miguel and Holly Show, and you are listening to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Welcome back to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Yes, now. Now. If I hit this button, boom, the whole program's gonna start. Okay, well, hit it. All right.
Something completely different.
Smoke
Medical.
weed every day.
The following thoughts on Happy Hour represent Ryan Hoppe, and that's it. Listener discretion is advised.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Happy Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Happy Hour.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour. Happy Hour starts in 4, 3, 2. Happy. This is Happy Hour with Happy.
That's me.
Where we at?
Right here.
Always going in, never doubt it. Never worry about the dollar. Need a source or trending topic. Be the hottest, search about his competition. Microscopic, never copied. I'm a giant rolling weed up, now we flying. H-O-B-P-E. 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 You already know Happy Hour in the system.
Oh, yeah. This is Happy Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe, hanging out with you. And don't think I forgot about you. So I took a Delta 9 edible earlier that my friend Frank the Cava OG gave me. 20 freaking milligrams. So we're in for an adventure today. But we'll do the daily smoke up and weed news later. But I saw this headline here. Now, before I go into this, I don't want to say burn bridges. But if somebody puts out an article, critiques are allowed to go on, because this is from Barrett Media, barrettmedia.com, that covers radio news and like sports media. I've been featured on it a few times. They're good guys over there. And they have a morning and evening edition, like little email they'll send out with all the news about radio, and they'll interview people. They've interviewed my friends Lex and Terry and stuff like that. But I saw this here, and how could you not laugh? I was at a kava bar, and I read this, and I went, ha, 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 like really loud, and everybody looked at me. That's how hard I laughed. All right, let me turn off the music so I can be sincere here. This is from Bob Lawrence. And Bob Lawrence, let me see here. He served as a market manager for Seven Mountains Media, overlooking the Parkersburg, West Virginia radio market. He has held virtually every position in the business over his 40-year career, from being on air in Philly, San Diego, San Francisco, as well as programming legendary stations in San Francisco and St. Louis. And he wrote this. It's time to replace "Okay Boomer" with "Thank you Boomer." "Okay Boomer," which is a blatantly dismissive response to one's opinions or comments that younger people perceive as out of touch. Here we go. We talk a lot about change within radio and how some just seem to adapt better than others. We've even seen friendly fire between the groups and how differently the generations respond to this. These days, it's quite popular for Gen Xers to poke fun at Gen Z and vice versa. I don't really see Gen Xers. Gen Xers are like the silent generation. They're just hiding. But without a doubt, baby boomers are the target of more ridicule and satire than any others. Perhaps the most common is "Okay Boomer." The implication is that baby boomers are overly traditional and resist change. I mean, it's true. Ironically, that couldn't be further from the truth. Oh, really? Why? As the generation between 1946 and 1964 has experienced more significant society, technological, political, and cultural shifts. Okay, so you went through the shifts. You went through the changes, but you still program radio like it's 1990. You still, expect people to go into work. You've been through the changes, but you haven't really gone with them. You've tried to dismiss the changes. When it comes to the media and beyond, we seasoned pro-boomers have experienced more change than a caterpillar in springtime. Oh, jeez. From post-World War II optimism to the current digital age, baby boomers have witnessed and contributed to change in politics, the economy, technology, family dynamics, and social values, which have shaped their personal and collective identity. Yeah, the family dynamic part's funny because we ain't getting married. We saw boomers go through 5 marriages and we're like, we're good. And then the other thing, social values. Yeah, we believe in gay and trans rights and no racism. And this whole economy thing, the changes in the economy. Everything seemed pretty good for you guys in the 80s and 90s and 2000s. If the baby boomers are so freaking amazing and so freaking great, why don't we bring back what the 80s and 90s were? We're literally being ran in Washington, D.C. by boomers. So if boomers are so freaking amazing, bring it back. The technology we use every day, in truth, imagined, created, developed, and expanded upon was by baby boomers. Okay. That's great. But baby boomers are also gatekeeping all the positions in any job you want. They're also, we got a baby boomer as president that's trying to ruin things. We got baby boomers at the airport that act like they're better than you. And I've worked with a lot of baby boomers, and it's not all of them. But some of them, the ones that are really successful, that held on to their money, they're greedy bastards. I love when this guy says, without sounding like my parents. You don't even need to say that. You have become your parents. Who walk to school every day without shoes in the rain, both ways. I never once tracked a radio show. We were live every day, 6 days a week. I didn't grow up on radio automation, and wide orbit was a path the planets may take around the sun. That's radio software. Okay, that's great. But you know what's funny about the baby boomer generation? Is the past 13 years that I've gone to radio conventions since 2012. Everybody said, hey, where's the new crop of radio hosts? This could go with any job. But I work in radio, so it kind of goes with me. Who is the next up-and-comer in radio? Where's the farm system, like in baseball, where you have up-and-comers? Because back in the day, you would go to like Chattanooga, Tennessee, get a big radio show, and then go to a Midwest city. Now they got baby boomer Elvis Duran hosting the morning show probably there. And I love Elvis Duran. But I'm just saying, you guys are gatekeeping everything. And then you get mad when you get called out. One of the most profound changes has been the amazingly rapid advancement of technology. In the early years, radio and TV were the prime forms of mass communication. But what happened was that boomer, known as Bill Clinton, signed the Telecommunications Act of 94 or 95, whatever year it was, and then companies were allowed to buy all the radio stations, and now you got 4 companies laying everybody off. And who are the people laying everybody off and not giving millennials and Gen Z a chance? Baby boomers! I'm not saying the millennials or Gen Z are innocent, but this is ridiculous. He goes on to say that TVs were black and white when I was born. And that video games have come along. And we used to tape our favorite TV shows until TiVo and DVR came around. You know, he's a boomer when he uses the word TiVo. Like Howard Stern talks about TiVo. I remember I was at a church picnic and they were giving away a TiVo set, and I really wanted TiVo. But that was 2004. The internet grew. The baby boomers lived through a lot of historical events. Yeah, like millennials haven't. 9/11, the recession. Let me see what else we got here. COVID, the war in Iraq, a possible World War III, a bunch of baby boomers as presidents. What else is there? The 2020s. We've been through a lot too. I love how when baby boomers, like, I'll talk to some of them and they'll be like, oh, well, you guys haven't been in a war yet. Why should that have to be a dictator? Or why should it have to be something that says if we're a tough generation or not? Shouldn't we supposed to be, like, ignoring war? Like, there's that song, War, what is it good for? In the 70s, you guys didn't want to be in a war. But now you want to hold millennials, you know, you want to hold us because we haven't been in a war? We boomers have experienced and influenced an unparalleled transformation in the world around us, from radio to TV and every technology. How about saying thank you, boomer? No. You'll never hear me say that. Yeah, I saw that headline when I woke up this morning and it freaking made me laugh. They're so freaking sensitive. Gen Z. Yeah, they're spoiled brats that grew up with smartphones on their lap. Yeah, millennials like their avocado toast. Yeah, Gen Xers think they're tough by not expressing their emotions. And baby boomers are a humorless generation. All right. I've been recording the show for 11 minutes and 11 seconds, so let's make a wish. I think my wish will be that baby boomers will stop gatekeeping all the money. We'll be right back and we'll get the show going right after this. Thank you, boomer.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
I don't feel like ranting all day, even though I'm going to. But what I'm saying to you is I want to have chill vibes as well. So here is Late Night Drive by Handbook. We'll be back in 3 minutes and 54 seconds. Time for some lo-fi vibes. Thank you, boomers. freaking great. So that was that.
Today on TNT.
So before Adrian Brody won an Oscar, he got a big fat smooch.
Hell yeah, you did.
From Halle Berry, but this may
his girl does not look like she appreciates that.
have been a hostile kiss.
And the other way you could read it is, look, they're actors, they're at work, basically, right? Going to the Oscars is work. Is it okay to just kiss a coworker like that?
Are you asking for a franchise?
The media has gotten the Diddy criminal case all wrong in especially two important respects. You and Mark Garagos talked to Tenny Garagos, who represents Diddy.
There's no minors. There's no celebrity sex tapes.
There's a huge benefit the defense has in this case. All we hear is the evidence against him. And when you hear that for a year, if he mounts a defense, it becomes bigger than it would if you would have gotten two sides all the way along.
Here's the thing, too, is I think some of the women that have come forward are cloud chasers. Now, I've been very careful about expressing that opinion because there are people that are going to have trauma forever because of that dirtbag. But it makes me wonder how this is going to go down.
Jeff Bezos at the Vanity Fair party, surrounded by the hottest girls. Sydney Sweeney, Sofia Vergara, Lauren, Jessica Alba.
Jessica Alba's the
Sofia Vergara. So freaking hot. Sit on my lap.
most beautiful woman there.
You think Jessica Alba over Sydney Sweeney?
I think Sofia Vergara looks the best.
Sofia Vergara is like hot girl emeritus.
She's not.
Yeah, but you know, her arguments are wicked. Shut up.
Married?
Do you know what emeritus means?
Oh, I thought you said married.
But no.
Zoe Kravitz and Channing Tatum have both moved on, but they both found partners who...
Yeah, you know, Channing Tatum only showed up at that event with his new girl to rub it in the face of Zoe Kravitz.
were like 10 years younger than each other.
Because they probably don't want anything serious.
I think if you can get younger, you get younger.
Yeah, like when you go through a breakup, you just want to bang whoever. But there is nothing weirder, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, than when you're having sex with the first person you have sex with after a breakup and you're like, this isn't my ex.
When you become like 70 years old, you naturally become attracted to people your age?
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, Harvey's 70. Man, he looks friggin' good for 70. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. Let's go through some of the headlines today that are happening in this world, on this planet that we know, known as, almost said Hoppy Hour, planet Earth. Although I should have my own planet. I don't want to be around any of you mutants. Gypsy Rose Blanchard. I'm open to talking prison reform with Trump. Gypsy Rose Blanchard, you crack me up. Trump would have her over. He likes criminals. Donald Trump, what are we going to do with you? He got booed last night. All right, here's Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Donald Trump's very, very unorthodox in the way that he does things.
That's a way to put it.
Are you open to meeting with him to discuss prison reform, especially
while they're interviewing Gypsy Rose Blanchard? She's signing autographs. If you want this murderer's autograph, you're a loser.
Especially for people who have been in your kind of situation. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, of course I would be open to it.
Would you?
Someone needs to put a microphone in her face because you can hear the freaking luggage in the background.
You'd sit with him?
Of course I would.
Oh, great.
I think I would have a lot to talk to him
What
about.
would you say to him? Like, what would be your main point, to drive home?
My main thing would be that there needs to be better advocacy for mental health problems while in prison.
So some guy's talking while she's being interviewed. Like, I know it's paparazzi, but shut up!
I feel like too often the state just kind of chucks them in prison and doesn't take any...
Was there access for you, though, for mental health? Like, did you have freedom of
access
help?
for me was they rated me on a scale of 1 to 5.
Oh, just...
1 being the best, and they told me that I didn't qualify for one-on-one therapy.
No.
Yeah, makes sense. 856-49-HOPPY.
Prison, really?
Yeah. I don't get people that like make these videos, but they have like terrible sound. Like, this is a low budget affair with nice equipment. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I see this news here. Tim Tebow is going to be a father, which means that Tim Tebow had sex. I always wondered, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if that whole thing of him waiting until marriage was true, or if he was just banging out girls and pretending to be religious. Anyway, here's the video that Tim Tebow and his girl released.
You had to take last guess, boy or girl.
I've thought it's a girl this whole time, but I'd be
God, his wife's so freaking hot.
happy either way.
Me too.
Be so happy either way. What do you think?
Girl.
You think it's a girl?
Oh, yes.
Well, let's see.
They blindfold each other. And they're painting on the little white poster. And the painting explodes, and it doesn't explode, but it shows colors because the lights are off, and it's pink, so it's a girl. It's very unique. It's better than like the little explosions people do in their background. Shout out to Tim Tebow for having sex. Looking around here, TMZ, there's so much freaking going on. There's stuff going on with, what do you call it? That guy, you know, that is known as Alec Baldwin, but we'll save that for a second. Celebrity chef Curtis Stone. I want to cook for Trump. Aussie steak at the White House. Yeah, this guy is definitely looking to get famous. And that's the right way to do it. Hey, Donald Trump, can I interview you and ask if you went to Pedophile Island? I don't think that would go well. Though I would love that publicity. Freaking Republicans are so sensitive. So are liberals, but they're equally bad. Here is this celebrity chef talking about how he wants to cook for Trump.
Would you ever go to the White House and cook him something real, maybe cook him something Australian one day?
Oh, I accept the challenge,
yes.
for sure.
What would you make? What would you make him?
Well, if I was going to sort of lean into Australian, we bring in some beautiful Wagyu beef. I know that he likes steak.
He likes it well done as well. You need to make that.
Of course he would. It's the freaking worst way to get it. Of course Donald Trump would like well done. That's the most Donald Trump thing I've ever heard.
You need to cook that thing hard.
That's the problem. You shouldn't cook it well done. I guess if you were going to serve well done steak, you'd have to think about, you know, you wouldn't serve a big thick steak. Maybe
a little good medium rare.
You'd slice it thin. Wagyu is actually pretty good when it's really nicely caramelized. In fact, they normally shave it and then serve it in like shabu shabu, which is a bubbling broth, you know.
Yeah. 856-49-HOPPY. Tyga and Madeline Pesh, they're dating. The Riverdale star is dating Tyga. This means she's going through her bad boy era. She's going through the era where she's like, I'm going to, go against my dad and date someone that dated a 16-year-old when he was 25. Never forget that Kris Kardashian actually signed papers to allow a grown man to date her teenage daughter. Now, maybe I'm a traditional, guy that doesn't really believe in pedophilia. You know what I mean? But ladies and gentlemen, that's freaking creepy. All right. We got some, news about Bad Baby, the Cash Me Outside girl. How about that? You got to say it like that every time when you talk about Cash Me Outside. But because she's Bad Baby, we'll just freaking play this. I love making people cringe. That's the whole point of this show. Bad Baby. This is her latest rap song. Oh, jeez. Shut up. Bad Baby's mom calls out Alabama Barker. Keep my granddaughter's name out your mouth. Oh, wow. Seems like there's a lot of classiness going on in that family. She posted on her Instagram story, I guess Molker, a.k.a. Bedrod, was still in her feelings and had my story removed. Like mother, like daughter. This little dirty-ass hoe, Arkansas, is still talking about my granddaughter, yet her daddy has a whole new family. Rocky rules while you're just on your knees. I think she meant to say Alabama or maybe Arkansas was the insult. And then Bad Baby's mom said, and tagged Travis Barker and said, you better put your little hoe in her place before she gets a reality check. She comes for my granddaughter. I come for you, your little one. I come for your little one. She also says Kentucky has to keep her comments limited due to her insecurities. Little girl wants to be hood. Take her to Compton. See how that goes. Oh, what a bunch of mutants. Bad Baby's boyfriend, Levon, shot at a strip club. Bad Baby's on and off boyfriend and father of her child is recovering from a shooting incident that started inside an LA strip club. It happened early Wednesday morning while he was inside Sam's Hofbräu and probably inside someone named Sam. According to multiple sources, two groups of guys got into an altercation while enjoying the entertainment. Yeah, I never freaking got strip clubs. You know why I didn't like strip clubs? You know why I didn't dig strip clubs? You know why it wasn't my thing? Because I would leave with a boner and ready to, do my thing. And it's like, oh, but we're not doing anything. Remember, I'd be like, I just want to go on Pornhub and go to bed. It was fun in like the spur of the moment. Your voice would be like, hey, it's 1 a.m. You want to go to a strip club? And I've actually been to all the strip clubs in Tampa Bay. So I'm very, I guess, proud of it. I don't know. Should I be proud of that? Maybe not. But I loved when I would go to strip clubs with rich people. Because they would pay for my lap dances. One time, my friend Matt from Horn Blasters, they make those little train horns you hear on big pickup trucks. He's a good guy. Matt Heller, he's a legend. He gave me $100 and said, here you go. When we went to a strip club, it was called, it was on Armenia. It was called Hollywood Nights. And I got two parts of this story. First, we go to the door with the bouncer, this black guy with no teeth. And it's like 1 a.m. This is 2016. It's hot as hell out. It's like 110 this day. And he goes, y'all ready to get wet tonight? It was absolutely amazing. So we go inside. Matt gives me the $100. And what happened was I used it within 20 minutes and got a 20-minute lap dance with this black woman with pregnancy scars. And then my friend goes, hey, what's up? And I went, I'm out of money. And he goes, what? And I went through all 20 of the dollars. And I left with no money and an erection.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Can't stay away from the nightlight. Think I'm addicted to the limelight, and it's so bright.
work your blam. At the gym trying to keep it slim. Switch with your boyfriend, now you're the pimp. On a private plane to Abu Dhabi. I'm a Susan boy touching my body. I'm on top of the world, you can ask my pilot. This life ain't ever started.
Stay away from the nightlife. Think I'm addicted to the limelight, and it's so bright. It can easily blind your eyes. You're a superstar, life of a superstar. 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 And you're famous, 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 famous. Can't stay away from the light. Can't stay away from the night. Can't stay away from the night. Stay away from the night. Stay away from the nightlife. Think I'm addicted to the limelight, and it's so bright. It can easily blind your eyes. You're a superstar, life of a superstar. You're a superstar, life of a superstar. You're a superstar, life of a superstar. You're a superstar, life of a superstar.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Light up. This following segment has been brought to you by DZBZ Honey at DZBZHoney.com. When I tell you it's the best Delta 8 CBD honey around, I'm a man of my words. It comes in the form of a lollipop. Lick the lollipop, the rapper. A honey stick or a jar of honey. However the hell you want to get high, go to DZBZHoney.com and use promo code HOPPE, HOPPE, to save 20%. This is also being brought to you by Fortify.com, FORTIFEYE.com, for the best pre and post workout around. At checkout, use promo code Ryan20 to save 20%.
Hello again, it's your favorite San Francisco DJ, Hammer and Hank. I may look normal, but the truth is, I have a condition known as autism. That's right, it's a condition, not a disease. Fact is, autism can strike anyone, regardless of who they are. People with autism normally have difficulties in verbal and non-verbal communication skills, social interactions, and leisure activities. In a recent study, people with autism are less likely to have a job and more likely to become homeless. I beat the odds by having loving friends and family, having a college education. I have even worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an honored personality for many years. Always remember that people with autism want the same things as you, to be happy and successful. To find out more about autism, please contact your local mental health center or visit autismspeech.org. This is Hammer and Hank, and I appreciate your kindness.
Doors closing. And now something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Happy Hour!
to the Hoppe Hour with my main man, Ryan Hoppe.
The man, the myth, the microphone. Ryan Hoppe returns with Hoppe Hour.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
I was going to do my daily smoke up, but my pen is dead. Let me charge it.
I fall like the sky. Since when Nikes fly from Chicago to the Bay, in St. Pete you'll stay.
That's where I live.
Talk of love and fame. Dating life's its game.
Water.
News all stars you spill.
I got it.
With laughter filled.
Oh, what's going on?
Happy hour, all you need.
Right?
Rich and Ely, take a seat.
Yeah, nepotism.
Got the groove. Happy hour makes you move.
Nepotism's ruining the world.
A cat by his side. In Florida they reside.
Let's hear from that very cat.
Stories wild and free.
What up, baby? Shut up! Isn't she delightful? If you're on the job site or in the car, blare this so everybody just hears this screaming cat. This is from the hurricane. Like if you're driving around, roll down your window so that everybody hears this. Got it! 856-49 Hoppe. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Only on this show would I have a screaming cat be how I talk up my phone number. No other radio show's doing that. They're doing fake dating segments.
Hoppe on the mic, breaking down the scene.
Did I say that loud?
Gay drama, living out the dreams. Ex-wife.
War of the Roses is so real.
All in on the schemes. Hoppe smooths, man, he knows it all. From sandals to the court, rise and fall.
People don't like when I do that.
Now you'll have a ball. Hoppe hour got that shock and awe.
Oh yeah.
Kobe, legends in the
time for Hoppe's Hoops.
True Hall of Fame.
Let's get into it.
He ain't playing tame. Nothing left the same. Hoppe smooths, man, he knows it all. From sandals to the court, rise and fall. Tune in, now you'll have a ball. Hoppe hour got that shock and awe. Crazy exes, wild and scandalous.
Happy Hot Topic.
It has been announced that Kyrie Irving has suffered a torn ACL and...
Man, everybody's freaking injured on the Dallas Mavericks. It's almost like they shouldn't have traded away Luka.
Will be out for the rest of the season, obviously. And he still went and shot both free throws after tearing his ACL and then got carried to the locker room. But he took to his Instagram Live to give an update on himself and spoke about shooting those free throws. I'll post his full Instagram Live soon after this video.
I appreciate you guys again. This is bigger than me at this point. This is all God's doing. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not ashamed. I'm not angry. I'm not vengeful.
Yeah, he's a pretty freaking zen guy.
Not any of those things.
Besides when he's being anti-Semitic when he was on the Brooklyn Nets.
And it surprised me, to be honest with you. Because all I wanted was, a chance to just play the game that I love, and do things that I love. And I think that the greatest gift that I gave to myself was going to that free throw line and hitting both free throws.
Kind of like when Kobe did it.
If I didn't make both free throws, and if you know. If I didn't make those free throws, I would have been pissed all.
Yeah, he's talking about when Kobe tore his ACL and made his free throws.
Oh, yeah, you guys have no idea. Like, I would have been pissed. So I'm glad and grateful that I was, resilient enough and strong enough.
I wonder if he's like kind of grateful that he's out because the Dallas Mavericks are going to crap.
To go up there and make my free throws because I know that meant something not only for me but for all those out there that were, worried and I know you guys were feeling for me. So thank you guys.
You're quite welcome, man. We're always here for you, whatever that means.
Happy Hot Topic.
As we know, Kyrie Irving will be out for the rest of the season with a torn ACL that he suffered in the last game versus the Sacramento Kings. And Kevin Durant and Kyrie obviously spent time together on Brooklyn and have become close friends. And here's Kevin Durant's reaction to the news of Kyrie Irving's injury.
And then I wanted to ask you about Kyrie. Obviously, personal relationship there, competitive business, but just your thoughts on Kyrie suffering obviously a devastating injury.
Man. I feel for my boy, because I know how much he cares about the game and loves the game and loves his routine and enjoys playing for his teammates, the ultimate teammate, the best teammate. Man, he loves the game so much. I'm just hurt for him, But he's such a strong-minded person that he's going to bounce back and beat Kyrie.
Hell yeah, he will. For a few more seasons until he retires. And then this is funny. I thought Inside the NBA at TNT was not getting canceled, but I guess it is. So here is this.
Happy Hot Topic.
Shaq really doesn't care anymore. If you can't remember, he said this during All-Star Weekend.
In the words of Marshawn Lynch, I'm tired of shit, America.
Oh, just.
We get fired anyway, Ernie.
And he was back at it again, saying something similar when talking about this KD-Mike Budenholzer exchange during the Suns vs. Clippers game.
Seemingly a discussion here with Coach Budenholzer. They did go on a run after this, but can you read into anything there?
All right, I don't want to be a hypocrite because I was that guy. I was tough to coach.
Yeah, you were. And to be married too.
But when you're the leader of the team, I realize that it sets a bad example. Right now, the team is not doing well, and with you being the best player, they are going to look at you. If you don't know anything about basketball, you say, "Ooh, we got Kevin Durant. Ooh, we got Devin Booker. Ooh, we got Bradley Beal. We should have a nice team." Everybody's disappointed in what they're doing right now. I don't think Kevin should have did that. But again, I don't want to be a hypocrite. I've done that plenty of times. But as a leader, it's something that you're not supposed to do.
All right, Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, Stephanie Reddy on the other side.
Oh, jeez. We get fired anyway.
I guess he said, "Get your mother effing hands off of me," but I don't know why the production was weird. Some of these videos are overproduced. 856-49 happy. Oh yeah. We got some news involving the NFL. I'm still freaking sad though that Jimmy Johnson retired. It's not fair. Even though he's 81. Alright here. What do we have here? First of all, why Travis Kelce's not retiring. Right here on Happy Hour.
Happy Hot Topic.
I let my guys down in a lot more moments than I helped them.
Yeah, you totally did. Good job. I'm being self-aware.
Travis Kelce is revealing the real reason he's not retiring after the 2025 Super Bowl.
Yeah, he can't go out like that.
While speaking with his brother, former Eagles player Jason Kelce, on the March 5th episode of their New Heights podcast, the Kansas City Chiefs player says he still feels he can play the sport at a high level, while also mentioning his Super Bowl loss earlier this year.
Yeah, that was kind of a crampy loss.
The biggest thing is that I love playing the game of football.
That's a good reason.
I love playing. I still feel like I can play it at a high level, and possibly at a higher level than I did last year. I don't think it was my best outing. I think...
yeah, it was very mid for someone like Travis Kelce. For any other NFL player, it'd be a great year. But for Travis Kelce, who supposedly is the greatest tight end ever, even though that's Rob Gronkowski or Tony Gonzalez, it wasn't the best year for him.
I let my guys down in a lot more moments than I helped them. Especially if you look at my track record and how I've been in years past.
I don't know that's true.
I just, I want to give it a good run.
Yeah, he wants to do a goodbye tour. I predict by May, June, or July, one of those months, he'll say it's his goodbye tour because he's going to want to have the Kelce treatment of everybody showing up. Thank you, Travis.
I got a bad taste in my mouth on how I ended the year and how well I was playing and, how accountable I was for the people around me.
Aside from his love for the game, the boyfriend of global pop superstar Taylor Swift mentions how much Kansas City and the people who make up the NFL team have become a home for the 35-year-old.
Yeah, he can do no wrong in Kansas City. Like, friggin' Kansas City loves their Kansas City celebrities.
I love so many people in Kansas City, both in that facility, in the community, and it's home for me now. And I don't want to leave that life yet. I put in a lot of hard work, and I put in a lot of focus and
hell yeah, you did, brother.
Into being the best that I can for KC. And last year it just it didn't end well for us.
Yeah, because I'll be honest, when he's doing good, like when Travis Kelce's in the zone and he's not trying to be a podcast host and a Swiftie, like when he's bringing it his all on the football field, he's great.
And
but when he's not,
didn't end well for us. And I feel like there's a responsibility in me to play out the contract that I initially signed, to give Kansas City and the Chiefs organization everything that I got, and that's what I'm going to do, man.
Although rumors did swirl after the Super Bowl that Travis could be retiring after...
So his contract goes through 2027. So I would say next season he'll announce that the next season's his last season.
After 12 years playing in the NFL, he explains to Jason what went into the decision-making process while also shouting out head coach Andy Reid.
First of all, what was your decision-making process? How does Travis Kelce go about making big life decisions?
Well, it's similar to all the other decisions I make, and it's just off a feel. I don't really...
I relish that about you so much.
That's awesome. And then there's this clip here of Travis Kelce giving another Travis Hunter, some advice. And no, it's not about dating cloud-chasing promiscuous girls. He says that Travis Hunter should play both offense and defense. Yeah, ever since Travis Hunter had that drama with that cloud-chasing brat who was saying like he would sit in the car while she would go to parties and that, he has been silent. He has been radio silent, which I would be too if I was dating her. All right, here's the advice from Travis.
Somebody who does think he can do it is Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders is quoted saying he's going to do it or they shouldn't draft him. Sanders told reporters, I'm going to make sure of it. Don't draft him if you're not going to give him the opportunity to play on both sides of the ball.
I think he's proven that he needs to play on both sides of the ball.
I think it's going to be really... I guess we'll find out. I don't know.
I think it's easier for him to be on the field all the time as a defensive player and then offensively coming in on certain plays.
Yeah.
I think that is so much easier. Like, why have him as a run, like the other
first,
way.
Branch
second
did
down?
it the other way. He did it where he was on the field all the time as an offensive player, and they did packages on defense.
Yes,
so
I think he can be more influential. What's the point in certain rundowns where you know it's run to have him on the field going in there scooping out a safety? Like, could he do it? Yeah. Could I get another guy to do that? Probably.
Yeah, but there's also going to be your heavy play action, take a shot down the field, and maybe you want him out there for that.
Whatever, I can hear my audience not caring. Okay. I saw this news here, and this made me freaking sad. The iconic host from Space Ghost Coast to Coast, the guy George Lowe, who played Space Ghost, died. Now, before we get to the article, because it says that he vanished off social media a year ago and nobody had heard from him. I grew up absolutely, positively adoring Adult Swim. I still watch it every night. I don't really watch the live broadcast of it because there's commercials. But Adult Swim defines my humor.
All kids out of the pool for Adult Swim.
Oh, jeez.
All kids out.
When this was on, you knew it was really good entertainment. So there was that intro every time Adult Swim would come on. And my dad, who was Roman Catholic, hated Adult Swim, but I loved it. I first saw it in 2002. I was in the middle of nowhere in this Illinois town, and it was my mom and dad were in this thing called Marriage Encounter or something, and they would go to different people's houses, and then the kids would hang out. Everybody left, and it was like 9 o'clock maybe 11 o'clock on a Friday, and I was watching Courage the Cowardly Dog, getting all scared because I was in the middle of nowhere, and that show takes place in the middle of nowhere, and I got really scared. But then all of a sudden, Adult Swim came on, and I saw Family Guy and the Oblongs, and I'm telling you, I have seen every single Adult Swim show. That is my humor. But Space Ghost was the only one my dad liked, and I thought it was okay, but I'm more of an Aqua Teen guy. But Space Ghost? Mm-hmm. Here's the Space Ghost intro. Space Ghost was a cartoon of a guy doing a late night talk show with real celebrities. It was probably the cleanest Adult Swim show. Oh, this is taking me back. Oh yeah, but Aqua Teen, C-Lab, Harvey Birdman.
Hello, I am Space Ghost.
Space Ghost, Moral Oral, even though that creeped me out, Stroker and Hoop, Assy McGee, Frisky Dingo, Perfect Hair Forever, Tom Goes to the Mayor. What else was there? What else was on? Baby Blues, Mission Hill, The Oblongs, obviously Family Guy, Futurama, all those shows defined my humor. Venture Brothers, 12-ounce mouse. Yeah, can you tell I was kind of a weird kid growing up? But I don't even think watching Adult Swim was weird. That was some of the best entertainment ever.
Greetings, I'm Space Ghost. So is this the first talk show you've ever been on? In outer space, of course.
Yes, it is. I hope it is not the last.
What do you mean by it?
Can I come back to that?
Sure.
George Lowe, the voice behind Space Ghost Coast to Coast, has died. He was 67 years old.
He looked freaking good for his age.
Friends reported he was suffering from health issues in recent years, but for now, no cause of death details are confirmed.
Oh, geez.
Being a ghost, does that mean that you have lived in a previous life?
Before this one.
Yeah.
Right.
It's very good to watch when you're high.
I like that. I hope the same thing happens to me.
What thing?
I would like to live in another dimension.
We would all like to do something, David.
A writer and actor for decades, George is best known for his 90s spin on the classic cartoon character.
What do you think of that?
That's neat. Kind of like Vegas.
I love you, guest.
Have you seen the show, Survivor?
Man, Jeff Probst really aged since then.
Yeah, a bunch of guys killing each other.
Well, it's a mixture of guys and girls.
Dancing around killing each other.
I love that show. Let me see if my pen's done charging. I just dropped it on the ground. My mom has carpal tunnel. Sometimes I wonder if I have it because I drop things a lot. Let me see here. The pen works. All right. Before we get to weed news, Let's do our daily hit. I've already had my good old THC Delta 9 chocolate. I'm feeling great. But if you got your joint, your blunt, your bowl, your bong, your THC vape, your Delta 8 vape, your pen, your edible, your gravity bong, whatever you have, get it out. It said that funny. Get it out and let's do the daily smoke up. All right, you ready? All right, let me take this hit. Another one. This is going to be a real long hit. One more. Third time's the charm.
Turn it down, catch Hoppe on the airwaves.
Oh, sure.
Blush joints in funky pathways. Roll the papers tight, blaze them up, hella.
I gotta be careful not to get the hiccups.
Clean starts the day with heavy weight. Hoppe hour, spark loud. News about the herb, got the starless.
This is from Marijuana Moment, which for the longest time, I thought it said Marijuana Movement. It was a Mandela effect.
Headlines hitting hard like a
Veteran groups push for marijuana and psychedelic reform at joint congressional hearing.
mix it in the strain.
Yeah.
Cannabis,
Veterans definitely need it.
Hoppe hour, spark loud.
I wonder what that boomer that I talked about earlier would think of it from that article early in the episode. Using marijuana every day could help people quit opioids. New study indicates.
Blazing through the segment.
Hell yeah.
Red wide.
Although I take the mix of Lamictal in the morning.
Welcome to the Hoppe hour.
Clonopin, Pristake, and marijuana. And Kava. Feels freaking good, man. Trump invites former medical marijuana prisoner to speech before joint session of Congress. I bet Trump could not handle being high.
He got the scoop.
His insecurities would come out.
From the street to
like that, he has to dress up nice all the time because he's fat.
Welcome to the Hoppe hour. Spark loud. News about the herb.
Wow, that's marijuana news. Let's take one more hit before we go to break. Okay? I was just tripping me up. You ready? Whatever you have, grab it. This song's kind of creepy though, because it sounds like a cop, you know? Don't have your white lighter. There was that urban legend that you can't have a white lighter or you'll get pulled over. All right. I got my pen right here. Let's do our last hit before break. This is going to be a long hit, so if you hear dead air, just know I'm still here. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. I got nowhere else to go. All right.
Happy hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
She let me bone, then give me dome.
up my business, more than roll again. This is strong as in. Got some friends from the end. Even though we die fly, got some friends with a pen. Got some friends in a pen. Money double, call it twin. Like I did, it can't bend. I can't opposite a win. You a hater, I'm a trend. I impress and offend. You do less, I tremend. Stupid stacks. Shout out Grant, shout out Jack, shout out Ben. Dirty money, bad bitches, all in one. Call it sin. Hold up. I'm riding smoke. I'm running alone. My bitch she sick. Her hair long. I take her home. She let me bone. My shoes are chrome. Cause too strong. Cause too strong. I say cause too strong. I take my bitch home. She let me bone. They give me dome. I ride chrome. My money long. Cause too strong. Man up, man up. Man up, man up. Let me go. I want to come out there. That's it where to go, man. That's it where to go, man. They tell me where to go, goddammit. Man, you see me, man up, man. You try to tear you, man. Talking about, man. Fucking around, man. Man up, what? Man, if you don't want to answer, it's in a minute, man. Man up. Snowboy, what it is out there, God, man. Out there rapping, man. We cracking, man. Man up. We so active, fuck boy, man. We ain't fuck with these fuck boys, man. We fucking truckloads of money, man. Fucking a whole lot of honey, man. Get money till I R.I.P. Do numbers like a CID. MOB, fuck CPD. We folks, so we smoke GD. Red 80, be the weed. Anti-mid, fuck the king. DC's Wayne and Keys. King Louis, a fucking beat. Get money, call me Moolah Cheese. Get chips, get laid. Bitch, I'm paid. Money making to the grave. Stack of stars, cracking high. Cash they flowing like a star. No place, dog, I whip some cars. Luxurious, Grey Poupon, mustard boys, hustle bulls. Luggage cost a fucking coupe. Ballin' like I fucking hoop. I'm king. Who the fuck are you? My money right, my bitches too. My bitch, she got bitches too. Shut the fuck up, hit the dude. No double, make that money cute. Cause too strong, my gun is too. Manning up, it's nothing else to fucking do. Man up. Man up. Talking about man up. Let's go. Man up. Man up. Not another beam, man. Let's go. Get money, that's what I be doing. Stupid loud, what I be smoking. Cut it out, we know you joking. Think I'm joking, love all smoke 'em. Cash out, overdosing. Someone please go get the lotion. Purple potion, cost slow motion. Plus we choking, smoking potent. Arrogant, Benji flow. Fuck a hoe, get plenty though, and plenty more. MOB, let her know that in the dough. Left to right, bitch to bitch. Me and money centerfold. About to make a sign and read. I get money, bitch, and go get money. What you bitchin' for? I'm healthy, ho, you sick and broke. Ballin' reckless on kids every day. Yeah, bitch, we broke. AK-47 spit, bitch, duck her soul. Take your bitch and fuck her throat. Manning up, it's nothing else to fucking do. But get money, man up. Man up.
I'll man up whenever, bro. King Louie with Kush Too Strong. Man up. That's the moral of life, to man up and band up.
I just get money.
I will. That's the freaking plan.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts at amiracademy.com. 2700 22nd Street North, and that's in St. Petersburg. women's self-defense classes, kids classes, MMA classes, whatever the hell you need. Go to amiracademy.com. Tell them I sent you. This is also being brought to you by westchaseprinting.com. The best printing company in all of the Bay Area. Posters, business cards, yard signs, whatever the hell you need. Go to westchaseprinting.com and tell them I sent you on that invoice. Do you need help with your mental health? Do you live in Florida or Maryland? Go to counselingoncall.net and they can help you out there. But if you live in the other 48 states or around the world, go to Psychology Today or Google. You can always get help. You can hit me up. All right, we're going to come back in Happy Hour and keep this party going. You know what I mean?
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Happy Hour.
Hey, what's up? It's Steve Miggs of the Daily Miggs Show on 99.9 KISW in Seattle, and you are listening to Happy Hour.
Ryan sucks.
What?
Ryan sucks.
What?
Ryan sucks.
With Ryan Hoppe. We love you here.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Snacks and stuff take. Oh, what is going on in here? It's okay, relax. Watch this. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Hey, Dave. Wow. Is that Shreezy? It's the jingle. Try it. No. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. With a sandwich. Oh, yeah. And the girl from 4E? And can I get a hot tub?
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the land. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh yeah, let's do some lo-fi vibes. Cause I'm freaking stoned.
Happy hour in the air.
Oh yeah.
Feel the vibe everywhere.
I know what you mean.
Kick back in your chair.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Life beyond compare. Happy hour, take it slow.
Oh, I will.
Let the rhythm gently flow.
Whatever.
Catch the beats in the glow. Tune in and let it grow. Happy hour, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Happy hour everywhere. Happy hour, feel the flare. Oh yeah. Happy hour if you dare. Happy hour, set the scene.
856 49 Happy. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. We're just here telling while I'm yelling into a microphone about celebrity news.
Happy hour, no stress.
Really?
Just vibes we confess.
Have you heard the show? AI?
Nonetheless.
Yeah.
Chill with us, nothing less.
Whatever.
Happy hour, oh yeah.
Happy hot topic. Now to new details on the investigation into the suspicious death of Gene Hackman and his wife. Officials appearing to rule out one possible explanation for what happened at the couple's New Mexico home. Trevor Alt joins us with more. Good morning, Trevor.
What up, bro?
Good morning, Michael. So this has been a mystery that's confounded investigators and really the entire world for a week now since Gene Hackman, his wife, and one of their dogs were all found dead at their Santa Fe.
God, time's freaking flying. That was a week ago? Man.
Home, and the simplest potential explanation of carbon monoxide poisoning seems to be less and less likely.
This morning, new details deepening the mystery in the now week-long investigation into the...
How long until there's like 3 documentaries on like Hulu, freaking Max, and Netflix.
Suspicious deaths of Gene Hackman and his wife Betsy Arakawa. The New Mexico gas company, confirming extensive testing at the couple's home, found no traces of carbon monoxide, only finding a minuscule gas leak in the stove far below a lethal amount.
Okay. Are they moving at all?
No, dude, they're not moving. Just send somebody out here really quick.
The couple was found dead inside the home last Wednesday. A search warrant saying Hackman was in the mudroom, appearing to have suddenly fallen. Arakawa was on the floor of the bathroom. An open orange prescription bottle had pills scattered on the countertop. Investigators say data from Hackman's pacemaker indicates he likely died 9 days before they were found.
An autopsy was performed. Initial findings noted no external trauma to either individual. The manner and cause of death has not been determined.
One of the couple's dogs was also found dead inside a kennel about 10 feet away from Arakawa. 2 other dogs at the home survived.
Yeah, this whole thing's really freaking weird.
Investigators now clarifying confusion over which dog had died. Initially saying it was one of the couple's German Shepherds, now saying it was a different dog, an Australian Kelpie mix. With the causes of death still undetermined and no signs of any foul play, authorities are now examining cell phones, medicine, and medical records found at the scene, hoping to recreate a timeline. Full autopsies and the toxicology reports are now underway, but those results could be weeks away.
Okay.
And the sheriff has vowed to release body camera video from the scene, but there were several agencies that responded, and it's a lot of footage to review.
Yeah, just release all the footage. When you got to review it, you're picking and choosing, kind of like Donald Trump being on the Jeffrey Epstein list. Okay. This headline's really freaking sad. So there's this bodybuilder, Jody Vance, who died at 20, and she looked like she was 48.
Bodybuilder Jody Vance has died at just 20 years old after suffering a fatal heart attack.
Man, I wonder what drug she was on. My heart broke. She was born in 04 or 05. It looks like she was born in 79.
Her family shared the sad news in a message posted to Vance's Instagram account
20-year-olds look freaking different now, man.
4 days ago that reads, "From Jody's family and loved ones. For those that haven't heard yet, Jody passed away yesterday afternoon. Her heart stopped due to complications of severe dehydration."
Yeah, she was probably on so much workout stuff.
Despite all efforts by the hospital, they were unable to revive her. She was a beautiful person inside and out, and she will be missed every single day. This was sudden and unexpected. Please give her family time to process this loss in peace. If anyone takes anything from this, please put your health first.
Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm looking at pictures of her, and she's very ripped. So it seems like that she was one of those that was probably taking a lot of different drugs. And I've always found working out to be fascinating, and here's why. I've been swimming more lately and doing my thing, but at the same time, I remind myself that I'm going to die, and then either this body will become dust or will be ate in the ground. I'd rather become dust. And what I'm saying to you is, it's really not that important to be in shape. It's important to be in shape, but it's also unhealthy if you work out too much.
The bodybuilder's trainer, Justin Mahaley, shared a video on his account with the permission of Vance's mother. He spoke about the athlete's work ethic and shared further details about her unexpected death, revealing it's believed that some substances she took to improve her physique may have contributed to her death.
She looked like freaking the Terminator.
Now that the family and I have spoken, it's the appropriate time to make a statement covering all aspects of what transpired the last few days. Tragically took Jody's life far too soon. First,
you don't say 20?
We're all experiencing grief. Every one of us is experiencing sorrow. Jody was freaking loved. And if you feel comfortable moving forward by working to identify who's responsible, that's acceptable. And you're welcome to direct your blame towards me if that's how.
Yeah, he's guilty because you probably took her and gave her things that she didn't need. By him saying this, he's showing that he's a real sketchball.
Experiencing sorrow. Jody was freaking loved. And if you feel comfortable moving forward by working to identify who's responsible,
it's you.
Acceptable. And you're welcome to direct your blame towards me if that's how you believe.
Yeah, you gotta live with this forever.
We can best honor Jody. I believe the person that she was should be highlighted.
Yeah, not the fact that I gave her stuff that made her die at 20 because I'm a loser.
In Jenny's words, I believe the beam of light that she brought to every social interaction, networking event,
and the money she gave me with all the roids that got around.
Expo show, I think that should be highlighted. The comfort Jody can make someone feel, that the intellect that Jody carried, the person that she was, the way that she loved, I want to highlight, and I'm going to remember Jody that way. That being said, Jody made a significant error that was not part of our shared responsibility. It should not be taken lightly. We want to make sure this never happens again, and when Jenny believes that the time is right, we will be sharing more advocacy.
I can't listen to this guy. I just feel like he kind of incriminated himself in the beginning. He's like, if you want to throw blame at me, that's fine. It's like, yeah, that's what we are going to do. You look like a dirtbag. 856-49-HOPPY.
Happy Hot Topic.
Here's Jon Stewart giving a health update after he broke that coffee cup, getting mad about politics in this short lifetime we have.
How's the healing going?
I was, when you talk about heroes, people don't think as much about how many comedians have cut their fingers.
Really? I'm so indifferent on Jon Stewart. I think he's funny and brilliant, but I don't think, besides like maybe Steve Carell and Stephen Colbert when he was funny, and the other guy from HBO Max, what's his name? John Oliver. There we go. It's hard when it's just me doing a show and I have no one else to help correct me. Besides those three, and I think Craig Kilborn was on it too, there's been a lot of unfunny correspondents that have come through The Daily Show. So I think he's funny and brilliant, and I like the way that he's liberal, but will critique things, but at the same time, he doesn't really surround himself with funny people after like 2010.
Really?
Bled out. Going to the hospital. It's fine.
Dude, you had a pit crew in there.
Yeah, no, it was terrible.
Did you really glue your cut? Did you glue the cut?
Yeah, they cut it. So what they did is it was gouged, but there was a nice chunk that was still there, so they just...
He's got that New York accent.
The glue.
John.
I have a Chicago accent.
Then pressed it down and then...
Did you go to the hospital?
I did not go... I'm so...
He's a man. Why would we? To waste of money.
Tough.
Yeah, are you?
Physically.
Yeah.
And no, that's terrible. That was the worry, is even a small cut in the elderly.
Oh my gosh.
Through hyperbaric chamber and stuffing it with just chia seeds, which overnight
Isn't that
swell.
something? And cryo does something. It's just amazing, the technology these days.
The biohacking.
Yes.
That was done.
Wow, when he's not ranting, he can really put you to sleep. If I'm bored, you're bored. 856-49-HOPPY. Let's see what's going on here.
Happy Hot Topic.
Dolly Parton's husband, Carl Dean, preferred the quiet life. Before the country music legend announced March 3rd that her husband of 58 years tragically passed away in...
I can't imagine losing someone after 58 years. It's really got to make you look at your mortality, especially since she's around 80. That's got to freaking suck.
Nashville at the age of 82. It had been half a decade since he was last seen in public. The legendary country singer announced on social media that her husband of 58 years, Carl Dean, died March 3rd in Nashville, Tennessee. Writing, "Carl and I spent many wonderful years together. Words can't do justice to the love we shared for over 60 years. Thank you for your prayers and sympathy." During their marriage, the two were adamant about keeping their private lives completely out of the spotlight.
Now is what they did. I don't even think I ever heard about her husband.
Indeed, Dean was last photographed in public in 2019 outside of their Tennessee home for the first
Whoa. I bet a lot of people in Tennessee probably respected their privacy.
time in 4 decades. Because while he spent over 60 years being the singer's biggest fan, Carl decided after accompanying her to an event in 1967 that the glitz and glamour of Hollywood events was just not for him. Dolly recalled on the Dumb Blonde podcast in December, "I ran rented him a tux and begged him to go. And he did. And oh, he was so uncomfortable the whole night. She continued. He said, look, now I want you to do everything you want to do, and I wish you the best, but don't ever ask me to go to another one of these damn things because I ain't going. And he never did.
Damn, good for him.
And while the couple did not show their affection through extravagant nights out, the singer did give occasional insight into the sweet relationship they shared.
Yeah, being married to her, she's freaking hot.
Back in May 2024, the Jolene singer shared
Jolene!
what she and Dean loved to do
I sound just like her.
most when they were together in an interview with E! News.
We just enjoy each other. You know, I like to cook. And so one of the things that we like to do, not necessarily a date night, we have a lot of date days.
Hell yeah, he needs to be in bed by 4. 856-49-HOPPY. I saw this headline here, and this is the freaking movie Idiocracy.
Happy Hot Topic
is the top prize in hockey. It's also the name of a wildly popular and pretty expensive insulated drinking mug. So it's no surprise Stanley Cups have become a target of thieves.
It's weird. Last year when the whole Stanley Cup thing began, all these girls would be like, oh my God, I got the Stanley Cup. And I didn't know that it was also the name of a cup. And I was like, this is freaking March. Why are you putting a post about the hockey championship that's usually in June? It was very confusing.
It's a Stanley Cup crime spree. Watch what happens when these ladies spot a wall of the wildly popular mugs at a sporting goods store in Cincinnati. One by one, they stuff them into bags, snatching 28 in total.
What a bunch of losers.
Before sprinting out the front door. Look at them go. In another incident in Florida, 24 Stanleys were taken.
You realize we have y'all on video, right? Stealing the Stanley Cups from the Ace Hardware here, and then y'all go to the Ace Hardware over here.
Ever since the tumblers became a hot commodity last summer,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
police
So glad I'm not having kids.
say they've been busting thieves across the USA. Just look at all those stolen Stanleys.
It shows they put all the cups on the cop cars for like pictures. There's like fucking 40 cups. Can you imagine if like you're one of the people that stole it and then you get pulled over and it's like you're just freaking guilty. It's in your car.
Look at all those stolen Stanleys stored in the trunks of cars. In Ohio, police say they arrested this woman going 115 miles per hour. And when they pulled her over, look what they say they found.
The evidence is in the trunk.
What a dumbass. So first of all, you're breaking a law that's going to potentially get you arrested going over 100 miles per hour. I don't know how those rules work. But then you have... no wonder criminals are so freaking stupid. You're breaking a law and then you're shoplifting and you have stuff already in your car? I mean, how freaking stupid are you? I bet you barely got your GED, dummy.
Stolen Stanley Cups.
Stealing from Dick's.
She's pleaded not guilty.
Oh, what a dumbass.
Police say some crooks are getting clever, like this woman who is carrying a printed list of limited edition mugs so she can target the most expensive Stanleys. Louisiana Sergeant Jake Morris.
As Stanley releases all these new vibrant colors, the criminals are targeting that. They're intelligent enough to know what's going to sell on the street.
What's funny is I bet people in the 50s and 60s were like, oh my God, what's the future going to be like? I bet they never would have thought it would be boomers gatekeeping all the money while people steal cups.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
You did let me go, listening to your ego. Can't believe you're my soul, controllable like a Nintendo. And the honey for your bumble, harmonious was ensemble. Don't mean to sound less than humble, but you sure did a combo.
Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. Let's go through all the sponsors right now. I never get freaking podcasts that begin their show with like 7 live reads or sponsors. I'm like, who's listening to that? If I were that sponsor, I'd be pissed off. Well, what do I know? A lot. This following segment has been brought to you by Cheeky Mouth Guards at getcheeky.com. When I tell you it's the best way to quit biting on the side of your mouth, I'm a man of my words. Getcheeky.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 30%. Shimmerwood CBD drinks at shimmerwood.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 30%. GetGoodFeels.com for good vibes THC drinks. Go to GetGoodFeels.com and use promo code HOPPY to save 20%. OldGlory.com for the best t-shirts around. Use promo code HOPPY to save 15%. Garden State Distillery Dirty Vodka. GardenStateDistillery.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 15%. Aspire Green Tea Drinks at AspireDrinks.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. Afuera Coffee. AFUERA Coffee.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. FSDrinks.com. For the best boba around, use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. Oh, you're looking for the best beef jerky? BigForkBrands.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. And finally, are you looking for a good energy bar? QuantumSquares.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. All of these are on my website, RyanHoppyRadio.com, RyanHoppe Radio.com. I would hope you know how to spell radio. Or it's in my podcast section. So whenever you listen to Happy Hour like you are right now, in the podcast description is all of that. We're going to come back on Happy Hour. Keep this party going and going. But let's hear from Hammer and Hank, which you can hear the Hammer and Hank Show with Henry Oakes and Ryan Hoppe on Spotify by searching up Hammerin, Hammerin Hank Show, and check it out on this podcast feed.
People with autism are often treated like they are different. Believe me, we are. Hi, this is Henry Oakes, but my buddies may have known me as Hammer and Hank. I was labeled as slow when I started school. Come to find out at the age of 12, the doctors decided I was autistic. Now at the age of 48, I have completed an associate degree in radio broadcasting and worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality. So yes, I am different. People with autism have no needs, no different than you. Laugh, love, and learn to get an education and join the workforce. I did it, and so can anyone else with autism. So when you meet someone with autism, don't feel sorry for them. Work with them. Find out for yourself that autism isn't a disease, it's a condition. To find out more about autism, please visit autismspeaks.org. Autism Speaks. It's time to listen.
Hey man, it's Kid Chris, the Happy Hour podcast.
What up?
Look, man, I'm a fucking girl dad.
Got it.
I'm driving my kids to cheer practice and shit. I have no time to record a fucking liner for your podcast. It's just Happy Hour thing, okay, man?
Hey, everybody, this is Dave Pratt in Arizona, and you are listening to Happy Hour!
People often argue over Android versus iPhones, but the real debate should be middle-aged Gen X morning shows versus Happy Hour. Guess who wins? We will let you decide.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the land. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Wake up with a jolt, it's Happy Hour time. Ryan's got the scoop on the latest crime. Celeb gossip and dating tricks. Sex talk too, we're getting our kicks.
Morning sun rays through the blinds. Tune in now, leave your worries behind. Ryan's got the buzz and the vibe.
Oh yeah.
Happy hours here, ready to ride.
Happy hour, feel the power.
Oh yeah.
Morning show, there's no downer.
With no fake prank calls.
Woohoo! Wake up to the fun tower.
856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773.
See on who's hot and not.
You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppy Radio. Always email me, RyanHoppyRadio@gmail.com.
Hoppy's got the guide to your morning sheen. Turn up the dial, it's the break of dawn.
Yeah.
Ryan's guiding you till day is gone.
I got it.
Stories that twist and laughs that bend.
What a mouthful.
Happy hour till day's end. Happy hour, feel the power. Morning show, there's no downer.
Wow! Happy Hot Topic!
Any other radio show would take out this music, but I love beginning my TMZ clips with this. It pumps me up.
Welcome to TMZ Live. Harvey Levin here.
Charles here.
So Jay-Z is not done with the accuser and her lawyer who
Yeah, this is going to get really ugly.
sued him for sexual assault. He is now suing them.
This is the accuser, the Jane Doe accuser, who says that she was 13 years old back in 2000 when Jay-Z and Diddy allegedly sexually assaulted her after the VMA Awards. Now, you know, the big break in this was a couple of weeks ago when she actually dropped this lawsuit. She filed to dismiss it with prejudice, which means she cannot refile it.
And by the way, this came after there were, I think the generous word is discrepancies in her story, where people she said were there were out of the state. The place she says it happened couldn't have been. So there were a lot of kind of fundamental problems.
Yeah, and like her dad wasn't going to vouch for her.
With her case.
Right, and Jay-Z had always denied this, and she dismissed it, and we thought, all right, that's the end of it. Not so, not for Jay-Z. He has now filed a lawsuit against the Jane Doe accuser, and I think more importantly here, her attorney, Tony Busby.
That is the reason he's doing this. It's not her. It's
He
him.
and Tony Busby are locked in a death match here, a legal death match, and neither side is backing down. But Jay-Z says that in this lawsuit, he says that the accuser actually told Tony Busby that Jay-Z had never actually done anything to her, never actually...
He has really dark energy, and this is coming from a big Jay-Z fan.
Assaulted her.
But he filed anyway.
But Busby went ahead and filed it and continued with this narrative about this alleged sexual assault. So he's laying blame almost
Busby.
fully on Busby.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Yeah, Busby does seem like a scumbag.
She's not going to have the money or the means, presumably. He is going after Busby because he says Busby's doing this to a lot of people.
Whatever.
So this is a malicious prosecution lawsuit, which means that Jay-Z has to prove that he won this case on the merits. And for her dismissing with prejudice, I think he checks that box.
This is why Harvey Levin, say what you want about him. This is why he's the freaking GOAT. E-News is like, we reached out for comment and didn't hear back. And then Harvey Levin's got all the freaking info here.
So Tony Busby says no. And this is an interesting wrinkle here because I agree with you. At first, when you look at it and you say she dismissed the lawsuit. So she's walking away saying, and there was no money exchange.
Yeah.
This was just her saying, I'm not suing this. I'm not.
Whatever. So they're just speculating. This is weird here. Not really that weird. Weird's the wrong word. But Army Hammer tried hooking up with a dude.
We're going to move on.
Yes, to Army Hammer and a romantic story he wants to tell.
Romantic?
Well, I think he wanted it to be romantic.
Yeah.
Turned out it wasn't all that romantic.
No, he didn't.
He was on his podcast and revealed that he once hooked up with a guy. And he was explaining...
Sort of.
I think this counts as hooking up.
I love their freaking banter.
No, it doesn't.
Well, here's what he said about his first and actually I don't know. I shouldn't say only time, but
that's the way he made it sound.
He made it sound like the first and only time he hooked up with a guy.
I tried hooking up with a dude one time, and it was hilarious because I was like, you know what, like women are the worst. Like gay dudes seem to have it so easy, like so easy. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give this a try.
Yeah,
like maybe this actually works for me. Let's give it a try. And I remember I met this dude. Handsome, French, the whole thing.
Sure, whole thing.
I was like, okay, this could work. Let's try this. I remember I started making out with him, and I just remember being like, oh God, weird. And I remember I put my arms around him, and I was like, oh my God, and these shoulders are so wide. He's so big. Like, he's almost my height. Like, this is so strange.
Oh, wow. He definitely wanted it, but is in denial.
And it did physically for me, absolutely nothing.
Okay, well, Harvey, first of all, if you're passionately making out with a dude, that's hooking up. You're saying that doesn't count?
Right. I don't know. He said he was making out with the guy.
You said passionately.
Well, was trying to deal with his beard.
Is this making sense to you?
If he's dealing with the beard, I think he's hooking up with a guy.
I mean,
all right, so there's that. What the hell is going on with the Menendez brothers?
Some big news today for the Menendez brothers, which on its surface might seem like a blow, a big blow to their efforts.
Army would know about blow.
To get out of prison. The resentencing hearing that was scheduled for later this month is now delayed.
Without a specific date in the future.
Right, which
This was the hearing where a judge would decide, should we or should I change their sentence, reduce it from life without parole.
Yeah, it keeps getting pushed back. I don't feel bad for them. They're murderers.
So that the parole board could then have a hearing
their case, right,
and decide if they should get out. And if they do get out, then it would go to the governor, and the governor would make the ultimate decision.
Right. That's what would have happened in court, but that is not going to happen.
Why?
The reason this is not upsetting, I think, to the Menendez brothers is this is already happening. Because Governor Newsom, we broke this story last week.
What a freaking scumbag he is.
Governor Newsom has already put the parole board on the case and has asked them to do a risk assessment to evaluate, is there a risk to the public if the brothers are allowed out of prison? And
they're going to ultimately look at whether they're rehabilitated. So essentially, the governor has rendered this resentencing hearing irrelevant. Because the best the Menendez brothers could hope for is it going before the parole board. Newsom has already done that now.
Yeah.
And what's interesting,
and if the judge, the other thing is that
let freaking Harvey talk. He's more interesting and knows more about that stuff than you, bro.
The other thing that could have happened is the judge could say no. But now that doesn't matter because the parole board's already looking at it.
Because the governor is now going to decide clemency.
Right.
So the point I really want to make here is that this is really interesting that Newsom initially said, I'm going to stay clear of this, and I'm going to let the courts first look at it. He's now jumped in, and I think he jumped in because we've had a change of DAs. And I think when you listen to Nathan Hawk...
They're so freaking creepy when you look at their mugshots. Like, I'm high as hell, and it was tripping me out, Santa. That sound effect tripped me out.
A week and a half ago, basically saying that the Menendez brothers, he didn't say what they did is unforgivable, but he came close to that.
All right, so there's that. What the hell is going on with Chelsea Handler, who supposedly, it's such a rumor, supposedly slept her way to the top, and he knows, but that's not true. She earned it because of her talent.
Okay, we're moving on.
Yes, to Oscar night and a new couple that we saw that night, and everyone is wondering, are they actually a couple? Talking about Chelsea Handler and Ray Fiennes, because they were very chummy at the Vanity Fair party after the Oscars, and in fact were photographed leaving together. Well, now we have some intel about what's going on between them. How do you know
she's not leaving with the guy on her left shoulder?
Because we know where they went when they got in the car.
Good answer.
And what happened the rest of the night.
Good answer.
They were hanging out together, and it's certainly, from what we are told, it is an early relationship.
And it is an early relationship. I've spoken to a couple people close to both of them. So what you see in those photos from over the weekend is...
I wonder if like these celebrities talk to the people that are going to talk to TMZ and they're like, here, this is what you have to tell them.
They were leaving the Vanity Fair party together. They got in the same car. They went to Madonna. You know, she has that big party every year. The party went well
I forgot my invite.
Into the morning, I'm told. And they spent the morning hours together. This is very... casual, I guess is the best way to put it.
It's sex.
They're like talking, getting to know each other.
All right, so it's not a real relationship. What the hell is going on here?
I feel like this is very shaky ground that we are on here. What we're about to discuss, because...
Don't shake the ground and nothing will happen.
Well, Millie Bobby Brown is very upset that people have been making a lot of comments about her appearance.
Yeah, she's responding too much to it. I said this yesterday, I'll say it again. I think people are just really freaked out by how hot she is.
In recent weeks.
Because we saw her grow up. It's weird.
I feel like it's shaky ground because we're talking about that. We can't talk about what she has now said in response without kind of talking about her appearance.
Well, so a lot of people are saying, you know, they're thinking of her in Stranger Things when she was 12. She's a lot older now, and...
Well, she's...
Exactly. Me and Harvey think alike. I'm just not gay.
21 years old.
She looks different.
But the point that people...
It is weird. They're showing a picture of her from the show, and it's so freaking weird how grown up she is.
Were recently making was that her makeup and hair seem older than 21. Not saying she's old. Nobody said that. They just said that her look is clearly older than a 21-year-old.
All right, and then here's her video about it.
I grew up in front of the world, and for some reason, people can't seem to grow up with me. Instead, they act like I'm supposed to stay frozen in time.
It's not a bad point.
Like I should still look the way I did on Stranger Things Season 1. I want to talk about some of the articles that have recently released while I'm on my press tour.
Why are you addressing it?
And some of the writers who are so desperate to tear young women down. One article reads, "Why are Gen Zers like Millie Bobby Brown aging so badly?" Written by Lydia Hawkin. What?
It's got to be freaking weird being the person that wrote that, and you're like, I got caught up by Millie Bobby Brown.
What has Millie Bobby Brown done to her face? Written by John Eli. This isn't journalism.
I wonder if Drake watched this video.
This is bullying.
All right.
The fact that adult writers are spending their time dissecting my face, my body, my choices is disturbing.
And the fact that you're giving it attention is disturbing. And then there's this.
What has Millie Bobby Brown done to her face? Written by John Eli. Why are Gen Zers like Millie Bobby Brown aging so badly? Written by Lydia Hawkin. Millie Bobby Brown mistaken for someone's mum. Written by Cassie Carpenter. This isn't journalism. This is bullying.
The 21-year-old has had enough and is putting 4 Daily Mail reporters and a British comic on blast.
Yeah, the Daily Mail really is very mean. But stop getting filler, Millie Bobby Brown.
For inappropriately trolling her recent appearances.
Little Britain's Matt Lucas takes savage swipe at Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie is referring to Lucas's social media post cruelly comparing this look to his Little Britain character Vicky Pollard.
Oh my God, what a freaking loser.
Why, is there a problem?
The fact that adult writers are spending their time...
Honestly, before I was saying that I didn't like that she was responding to the hate, but honestly, wrong button. I keep doing this thing this week where I press 2 buttons at once. Let me do that again. Honestly, good for you. Fuck these trolls.
Dissecting my face, my body, my choices is disturbing.
Lucas has since deleted the photo and
What a coward! At least keep it up. If you're gonna be a little bitch and a bully, you little ugly mother effer, at least keep it up. At least be somewhat of a man.
apologized to Millie, saying, quote, "I would not have posted it if I had thought it would have upset you."
Oh, what a fat little loser, you stupidness. You're just so freaking ugly. I know that's a terrible insult, stupidness. He's just a mutant. I didn't know that was going to upset you. You're being a dickhead. Of course it's going to upset her.
Why a grown man is mocking a young woman's appearance. It seems a lot easier to just tear them down for clicks.
Millie's video has gotten a huge amount of celebrity support from stars like Sharon Stone, Sarah Jessica Parker, and her Stranger Things dad, Matthew Modine.
Good for you.
E.T. was with Millie last week as she showed off her new blonde look at the premiere of her Netflix film, The Electric State.
This is a moment. I gotta tell you, you were eating up the blonde.
I went
Jays.
a lot blonder than I did in the film. I've never done this before, but I figured why not?
Hell yeah, having your quarter life crisis. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. This next headline cracked me up.
Happy hot topic.
Elon Musk's attendance at President Donald Trump's address to Congress included a run-in with a security official.
Of course it did. This loser, and now you could say it's because of his autism. I don't even like bringing autism into it because there's autistic people that are more normal than him. He's just a rich douchebag. The fact that he gets reprimanded at an event like that shows that he's an embarrassment to all men.
After arriving to the president's address to Congress on March 4th, the 53-year-old is seen taking photos or videos on his cell phone.
And there's this girl next to him while he's doing it that's laughing at him. You're a loser, Elon. You don't know how to be in the moment because being the richest guy and being socially awkward kills you, and you don't realize it. You try so hard to come off as cool, but you're a loser.
Videos on his cell phone, an act that is not permitted in the gallery. Per the Washington Examiner.
I bet you're a trans kid that you wrote off like a dirtbag would know not to do that.
As seen in C-SPAN footage from the event, Elon is reprimanded by a security official before the joint session of Congress begins.
And this beautiful woman sitting next to him is looking at him like, what a dumbass.
The president addresses Congress for a joint session for the first time since returning to the White House.
Oh, it went so well last night. We're so freaking divided. It's quite alarming.
Where he mentions Elon and the Department of Government Efficiency during his speech.
Doge.
Earlier this week, Elon confirms that he has welcomed another baby.
Any woman that would want to have a kid with him is a cloud-chasing imbecile.
His fourth with tech executive Siobhan Zillis.
Executive.
The pair, who also share twins Strider and Azure, as well as 12-month-old Arcadia, announced the arrival of son Selden Lycurgus to social media.
You know what Elon is? Here's why he's so relatable to incels, to nerds, to losers, to people behind the computer that hide and type away on Twitter and Reddit. He's one of you. Insert person here that's mad hearing my voice. He's an incel like you. He's a loser like you. You know what the difference is between you and him? He's the richest person ever, so he speaks to you.
On February 28th. Additionally, Elon allegedly welcomed his 13th child with author Ashley St. Clair 5 months ago.
Oh, man. JD Vance, you're letting that guy push you around? That's another story for another day. I saw this here. If you were donating money to the Luigi Mangione Donation Fund, don't talk to me. You bunch of losers.
Luigi Mangione, the man accused in the shooting death of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, has received yet another donation for his legal defense fund.
You're all a bunch of morons. You're romanticizing murder.
And it's the biggest one yet. An anonymous donor deposited $30,000 to his fund, according to the site Give, Send, Go.
The message said, I never needed to worry about affordable Medcare, but I am here because even among the affluent, it is clear that the motion to dismiss Adams' charges to perp walk, the case is likely politicized. Makes me highly doubt any claims of pursuit of capital punishment CP would personally and strongly tilt me in favor of defense. Weird. You can't just murder somebody, even if some of that is true. You can't just freaking murder somebody.
The donation came in late February, and the donor wrote in a message, I never needed to worry about affording Medcare, but I am here because even among the affluent, it is clear that from the motion to dismiss Adams' charges to perp walk, the case is likely politicized. Makes me highly doubtful of any claimed evidence and pursuit of capital punishment. Capital punishment especially would personally and strongly tilt me in favor of defense. The motives are suspect and due process lacking. As of March 5th, the fund had raised more than $645,000. Mangione was arrested and charged for allegedly shooting and killing Thompson on...
All right, so there's that. They're just going to go on and tell us everything that we've lived the last 3 freaking months with that piece of shit. I'm not saying I like the healthcare industry. Actually, my fucking insurance isn't covering my Prestige, so I'm paying $70 a bottle. So trust me, I'm not a real big fan of the health insurance companies. You're never going to hear me defend them. But you can't just murder somebody. If that's the case, if you're going to defend Luigi Mangione, then if you get murdered, whatever, because everybody could find an excuse to murder somebody. Oh, that person bullied me. Oh, that person's a jackass as a kava tender and spreads rumors about people. I mean, come on now.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
It's a new day. Where did she go? I don't know.
Mi amor, ¿a dónde te fuiste? ¿No te das cuenta que te estoy buscando? No me estás escuchando. She's fed up again, I guess I messed up again. Or sped up again, I should've fessed up again. Like boo, she's just a friend and I'm a man, I don't pretend. Why would I waste my time with a 9? I got a 10. When I'm out, I'm working boo. When I'm home, I'm working you. Or spark the green when you blue, girl. You know how I do. I crack a joke or two, then give you a poke or two. Take us a smoke or two, do what I'm supposed to do. Open up doors for you, pull up your chair. I really care, babe, I want you here. I need you right next to me, flex with me, back and forth texting me. More than just sex with me, girl, I need you in my destiny. Deep inside my chest with me, secret on my recipe. Girl, I need you. And all them things that you do, you keep running away when I'm looking for you.
And fighting, the blood, sweat, and
play the back. Never in it for the money, always have my own stacks. Never made you feel trapped, never ever did I slack. If you was going on tour, I would have your bags packed. Listen, and nobody could ever say I'm out there crazy. Whether you was home or gone, I was still the lady. So much more than a woman, I will run them routes. Always right by your side, ready to thug it out. Always showing up in class, for what more could you ask me? If I did the math, I'm on O, you on 5. I put up with your lies and all your little sides, but my love was so strong, so I held it all inside. And I should've been, I could've been your one and only, but you strayed so many times and you left me lonely.
Wasted my nights, I gave you my heart, I gave you my life, I told you my story, I gave you the truth. Every bit I had left, ma, I gave it to you. You told me a secret, I kept it with me, and then I became it effortlessly. I'm hoping you listen like in the beginning, when we were both wishing to be in position. The minutes, the hours, the days. My life is a book, the words of the page. Do you ever feel a ways when you see me on stage? Do you stand in the maze with your eyes all glazed? Been on my mind all day like Lilo Lilo label. When the high goes away, it's like my mind blows away. But my mind always say, if she love you, she return and never be a coward. Cause cowards never learn. Yeah.
Where did she go? She's running away. She's running away.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Happy Hour.
Hey, it's Intern John from, Intern John, your morning show. You're listening to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hi, this is Rod Ryan from The Rod Ryan Show in Houston, Texas, and you're listening to The Happy Hour.
Hey, what's up? I'm Woody. That's Greg Gorey.
What's up?
Menace.
Hi.
Gina Grad.
Hey.
Seabass. There's Sammy.
Hello.
We are The Woody Show. And you are listening to Happy Hour. With Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, this is Miguel Fuller from the Miguel and Holly Show, and you are listening to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Recording for the average Joe and Jane because we don't discriminate by gender. If you work hard, keep listening to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
It's time for that AI song that can't pronounce my name. I love doing this bit. So much freaking fun. I get to be like Wolfman Jack. Oh, sure. I got it.
This is the theme to Happy Hour.
Yeah.
The theme to Happy Hour. Oh, wow.
That's my show. Have you heard of it?
With Ryan Hoppe bringing
Hoppy, get it right.
Let's dance right now. Pop, pop, shoo up in the tower. Silly jokes, the last will shower. Ryan's here with all the chatter. Folks, it really matters. Happy Hour is the thing with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppy.
Sing, grab your friends and let's all swing.
I got it.
Emo, what a zing. Scooby-Doo and wacky tunes. Ryan's laughter fills the rooms. Fun and all balloons. Hot sour brings the booze. Catch the wave and
856-49 Hoppy.
never done. Ryan Hop,
Hoppy. It's 856-494-6773.
with Ryan Hop, we all
Hoppy.
sing.
You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppy Radio.
Swing.
You can always email me. RyanHoppyRadio@gmail.com. Let's get back into it.
Happy Hot Topic.
Justin Bieber is facing some backlash. The star posted a series of photos on Instagram, apparently showing him smoking from what appears to be a bong.
Wait, you're telling me party boy Justin Bieber smokes? Whoa! He's married to that side chick. Let him get high.
Some of his followers were not happy, with one writing, "Just keep in mind whatever you post is forever."
Whoever said that is a boomer. Because who cares if Justin Bieber smokes weed? Come on now.
Your child will see it someday.
Hell yeah, and he'll get high with him.
And another added, "Sad to watch."
What's sad? He's not doing a line of coke or 47 shots of ketamine like Matthew Perry. He's smoking marijuana. And being high is the best.
But others showed him support, with one commenting, "Don't judge until you walk in his shoes."
You're all acting like he's doing black tar heroin. He's getting high.
And another added, "You have more people rooting for you and praying for you than you know." No.
That should be talked about when it comes to like him potentially getting touched by Diddy, not by getting high. He's getting high because of his traumatic past, which that's what you should be saying sorry about, not this.
I'm on your side. The post comes after the singer's rep slammed rumors about alleged drug use, calling the rumors, quote, "exhausting and pitiful" in a statement to TMZ. The statement also said, quote, "Despite the obvious truth, people are committed to keeping negative, salacious, harmful narratives alive." The new post on Instagram comes after Justin shared a cryptic post.
If I ever get like TMZ famous, because I'm like Tampa famous or whatever. But if I ever get TMZ famous, all the paparazzi is just going to get me smoking weed. You're going to be like, ugh, why even post it? It's just Hoppy smoking a blunt again.
Here's what we know.
After facing relentless rumors about his marriage, career, and overall health.
Yeah, he got to get high to deal with that.
Justin Bieber is finally speaking out, sharing a lengthy post on Instagram about how he's changing for the better.
Oh, sure.
Justin and Haley recently on a rare outing with son Jack, and now the new dad is sharing a cryptic message about growth and maturity amid increasing concern for his well-being in recent months. On his Instagram story, he shared a lengthy note that reads in part, "It's time to grow up. Changing is about letting go." The reflective message was posted around the same
Yeah, that's him saying to himself, I need to grow up. I got a kid screaming in the other room.
time. Justin reportedly went on an unfollowing spree, removing several celebrities from
including his wife
the account, including his ex Selena Gomez's fiance Benny Blanco, Selena's ex The Weeknd, Drake.
Yeah, you know what kills him, that Benny Blanco's banging around or whatever.
And most notably, Sean Diddy Combs.
I would unfollow him too.
Many fans were expecting Justin to speak out last fall after the downfall of his former friend, mentor, and collaborator.
I gotta skip over this because of copyright, but God bless Justin Bieber. Who cares if he smokes weed? Honestly, in honor of all the haters going after Justin Bieber for smoking weed, we're gonna take another daily hit. So I'm not trying to freaking brag, but I've been working out and swimming lately because I commented on Bubba the Love Sponge's Reddit page. With my username on Reddit is Ryan Hoppy Radio, and everybody else is anonymous. And Will Kuntz, my old coworker who I sent a friend request to, and I don't know why he declined it, but whatever. Just trying to be nice, bro. Anyway, he commented on there promoting his podcast, and I said, keep up the good work, Will, because we used to do a lot of shows together at the Bow, and we were kind of forced together in the morning with Johnny B. I wish Will the best, but whatever. And someone commented, Hoppy, I was looking at pictures of you, and you're getting fat. And I'm like, oh my God, a Reddit user was right. I emailed somebody who's got a big radio show at the old company that Hearts Radio that I worked at, the one that loves radio. And I asked him if he'd want to call in the happy hour. He's like, I appreciate the offer, bud, but I must decline. I'm like, okay, whatever. And I'm sure everybody in the hallway talked about it, because that's how radio works. A lot of times I'll do something for attention, like calling out Dizzy, who I can give a fucking shit about, but he's obsessed with me. And I'll call him out on my interview with Jacob 2 times, and he gets mad. Or I'll do something and Cowhead will talk about it. Just know that everything I do when it comes to my career, not my love life that I will keep private until the day I'm laying on the ground or in a box of dust. No, that I'm going to keep private. No, unless it's one of those things. Everything I do is a publicity stunt at all times, and you all fall for it.
Oh, happy hot topic!
I am coming out that I'm an addict.
Jax Taylor is on the road to recovery.
Yeah, he just looks like an addict.
The Valley Star opens up for the very first time about his decades-long battle with drug addiction. Jax shared during the March 4th episode of Bravo's Hot Mic podcast, hosted by Vanderpump Rules executive producer Alex Baskin.
I am coming out that I'm an addict.
When he said that, I was like, you're gay? You're married to that thick girl, whatever her name is, Brittany Cartwright, I think.
I have substance issues, primarily with cocaine.
Hell yeah!
Ooh, that's hard.
Hit me up, let's party. I'm kidding. Kind of.
Hard to say out loud. Yeah, I've been dealing with this for, I think, the last, on and off since I was 23, so I'm 45, so give or take. I've been, there's times where I would stop doing it, but then there was times where I'd go heavy on it.
Jax noted that while he's never admitted to using cocaine in the past, he believes Bravo fans could notice during his 10-plus years on reality TV.
That he's always hyper.
I think a lot of people who watched Vanderpump Rules over the years could kind of tell that I was on something,
Yeah, you're always hyped up.
Obviously, production and people, they didn't know what I was doing. Everything I was doing was on my own. But I was just, on that train.
Got it.
And I couldn't get off.
What?
Jax, who shares 3-year-old son Cruz with estranged wife Brittany Cartwright.
Yeah, I got her name right. I don't know anything about politics, but Brittany Cartwright's trashy ass, big ass, I know about.
Also shed light on his recent efforts to give up drugs and drinking.
And then people ask, do you have an alcohol problem too? I don't necessarily think I have an alcohol problem, but...
No, you probably do. You're just in denial.
But the two go hand in hand. So I can't do cocaine without drinking, so I just gave up both.
All right. Glad you're doing better. I saw that Madison Beer is celebrating her 26th birthday. I met Madison Beer, Hot 1015, put on this concert. It was supposed to be at the Amalie Arena, but they didn't sell enough tickets or whatever. It's going to be like Summer Bash, I think. I forget what it was. So Madison Beer was one of the girls. It was like Madison Beer, Austin Mendez, and... Or Austin Mahone. Austin Mendez is someone I went to high school with. They had Austin... What up, bro? No, it was Austin Mahone and Madison Beer were going to be the people that were going to perform at the concert, but it got rescheduled to like where Hogan's Beach is at. And Madison Beer was there. And she never really took off in America. It was never really her thing. She got played on the radio, but she wasn't great. But she's huge in Britain. And she was just really bitchy. Like we met her and she's just like acting like she's better than us. It's like, dude, you poop in the morning too. You're going to die someday. You're not that impressive. So yeah, she turned 26. Billy McFarland, man. He says Firefest is happening. Don't believe the bogus claims, even though he's a con artist and it kind of seems like he's just repeating it. But hey, let's all believe him. I mean, if you're even thinking about collaborating with Billy McFarland and you get screwed over and whatever happens to you happens, I don't feel bad for you. The first time, maybe. But the second time, you're a dumbass.
Good evening, everybody.
What's happening?
I have a really important fire update.
Yeah, you got a fire update. You're so cool. Oh, you mean the Fire Fest.
Last week, I did an interview in the Today Show.
Yes, we saw it. You were talking like you are a business guy, even though you're just a con man.
And since then, the story has been shared, retold, twisted, and covered by journalists from all over the world.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe you when you're a con artist who went to prison for this. And then you're putting on a second one and you have nothing booked? Of course, bro.
I figured it would be...
Now, if you were putting on a show, and let's say you had 3 acts, booked, then whatever. Maybe you're doing it right the second time. But you're literally repeating what you did, bro.
Best to hear directly from me what's actually happening. First, Fire 2 is real.
Oh, is it?
Second, we have incredible partners leading the festival.
Yeah, but you're ripping them off again, probably.
They're in charge of all the logistics, productions, and operations. This includes an incredible production team in Mexico who does not F around.
Yeah, if they don't F around, that means they might turn on you. You know, like that saying where it says if someone gossips, they'll do it about you? It's the same thing with the Mexicans, bro. If you piss them off, don't think they're not going to turn on you, buddy boy.
There is no way they would ever take on a fake festival. 3, we have accommodations.
Oh, geez.
Naturally, this was a huge point of emphasis given the issues surrounding Fire 1.
Emphasis. You're a douchebag.
Our accommodations include contracts for the number of villas, yachts, and hotels.
It's a movie all over again. I feel like I'm in 2019 watching the documentary again. It's this rinse and repeat.
This also includes 2 hotels who are contacted by the media.
I mean, am I crazy? Am I misremembering this? Because I misremember a lot of things because I'm always high. But wasn't it? This is exactly what the documentary was.
And in response, gave misleading statements saying they never heard of Fire and they aren't working with us.
Okay.
After hearing this, I asked my team to terminate those contracts and to focus on the hotels and other partners who are eager to work with and support Fire.
I'm sure he is awful to work with. I bet, because he's a sociopath. And I've worked with sociopaths, a lot of them in radio, especially of the Gen X range. And one day they're the life of the party. And then they might cheat on their wife or something. And then the marriage isn't doing well. But they're together for the kids. And then the next day he's grumpy. And then I bet he's awful to work with, being Billy McFarland.
4, we have talent.
Yeah.
Artists, athletes, and other performers are...
Announce them then, bro. Get the party going. Let's hype it up. What the hell, bro?
are on board and scheduled for Fire 2.
Yeah.
5.
He's got a lot of points here. Sounds like a very, I don't know, guilty person.
Restitution is being paid. Since being released 30 months ago, I've made 40 payments to restitution.
He's getting so freaking mad because he's been caught. Do you hear how his tone, as this video's gone on and on, how his tone's gotten more angry?
I've also made it my mission to do more than legally required.
Oh, jeez. Oh, wow, you're going above and beyond. You're such a martyr.
Part of this has been giving a large percentage of Fire 2's budget and profits directly to restitution. 6.
Yeah. Wow, 6 points.
My partners and I have remained in communication with local and state government.
He'd be a good morning radio host. Just do lists. Number 1, best candy. Number 2, now it's time for War of the Roses.
To ensure full compliance and a successful event that benefits the local economy, shares the beauty of the Mexican Caribbean with the world, and helps make right for all of the wrongs. 7.
He sounds like such a baby when he's just doing the numbers. Just say another point. It just sounds hokey, because you are hokey.
Fire 2 is moving forward, and we are moving forward with full integrity. From now on, updates will come directly from me. I look forward to continuing to work with my great partners to bring the vision of Fire to life and to help make right for all of the wrongs.
So he's like, oh, shut up. So he's like walking in a park. People are like looking at him as he's filming his selfie video. And I wonder if there's a part of him that's like kind of embarrassed because everyone's looking at him.
If anybody wants to join us and help us make history.
Yeah, by pulling off another PR stunt that goes wrong.
And help show the truth of the vision and the intentions. Please DM me. I'm here day and night.
All right, man. Sounds good, dude. You just are really doing well in life. Piece of crap.
Happy Hot Topic!
Goldie Hawn's son, Oliver, is giving his 2 cents on his mom's moment on stage with Andrew Garfield.
Oh, jeez.
On March 2nd, at the 2025 Oscars, Goldie presents alongside Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, she looks pretty freaking hot for her age, by the way.
The pair shares an unexpected, touching moment where the Spider-Man alum praises her for making his late mom laugh during her life.
Got it.
In Andrew's speech, he says, "There's a person who gave my mother during her life the most joy, the most comfort. That person is Goldie Hawn." Andrew's mom, Lynn Garfield, died in 2019 from pancreatic cancer. And on Instagram, Oliver Hudson writes a special note to Andrew, saying, "This was so touching and unexpected. Andrew, that was beautiful, my man. I cried, I laughed, I swelled with pride, and then became concerned that my
Those are a lot of emotions.
Mom was now going to love Andrew Garfield more than me. I'm still not sure where I stand. She hasn't responded to my texts, so." And Goldie replies in the comments, saying, "I'm sorry I didn't answer your text, honey. I was talking to Andrew."
So much drama. We're going to be dead someday. Relax.
Other fans chime into the comment section with their love for the unexpected duo, writing, "The world needs a whole lot of Goldie right now."
Do they? I wonder what she's really like. Because she always carries herself like this classy woman. But I wonder if she's a little insufferable. You never know.
Happy Hot Topic!
She was once called the most hated mom in America.
And she should still be.
14 years ago, Casey Anthony was found not guilty of murder.
14 years ago? What the flies?
14 years ago, Casey Anthony was found not guilty of...
Wow, 2011, 14 years ago. That would be like talking about 1997 and 2011.
Murdering her 2-year-old daughter, Kaylee. Now she's joining TikTok, announcing she's got a new job. Allison Hall tells us what it is.
The notorious Casey Anthony has a surprising new career.
I am a legal advocate.
This isn't her career. She's making selfie videos in a car.
I am a researcher. I've been in the legal field since 2011.
You heard right. One of America's most hated women is rebranding herself as a civil rights advocate.
I wonder what it's like, because she lives in Orlando, I believe. I wonder what it's like when she's unbound, if people take selfies with her, or people stare at her. She's like in the drive-thru, or not drive-thru, but like maybe like she's at Chipotle, and she's got a Chipotle ball. I wonder if she gets stares.
She made the announcement on TikTok.
My goal is to continue to help give a voice to people.
Got it.
To give people tools and resources.
Casey Anthony was famously accused of murdering her 2-year-old daughter, Kaylee.
Not guilty.
She was acquitted in 2011 in a sensational trial that...
Yeah, that was a weird-ass trial. That's when I learned that Florida's weird. And then the George Zimmerman one didn't really help out your cause.
Riveted the nation. Now comes this new video.
I feel that it's important that I use this platform that was thrust upon me.
By being famous for murdering your kid? That is a no good.
I spoke to Jeffrey Ashton, who prosecuted Anthony in her murder trial.
In your opinion, is Casey Anthony a legal expert?
No. Now, she is an expert liar. She is one of the most accomplished liars that I've ever seen.
That guy's funnier every second I think about this. The way the guy said that. Here we go.
Most accomplished liars that I've ever seen.
Oh, one more time, buddy boy. It's so friggin' funny.
No. Now, she is an expert liar.
Yeah.
She is one of the most accomplished liars that I've ever seen.
All right, it wasn't as funny the third time. 856-49 Hoppy. Mm-hmm.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
What's up, you guys? It is Kristen Cavallari, and I am so excited because I am coming back to E!
Yeah, you are. What up, baby?
Kristen Cavallari is making her E! homecoming. The former Very Cavallari star is returning to reality TV with the upcoming E! docuseries, Honestly Cavallari.
Oh, so this is Ines doing a little, like, almost like paid programming. Almost like kind of like an ad, you know what I mean? Like, you know, when you watch TV at 1 in the morning and like maybe it's HSN or like one of the TV networks and they have those like ads for like Clearwater, whatever. This is the equivalent, promoting your stupid show.
The headline tour, set to premiere on June 5th. The 38-year-old makes the announcement in a video posted on her Instagram on March 4th.
It says, the bitch is back again. 4th time's a charm. I'm back with my E! family to document my Let's Be Honest podcast tour.
I am so excited because I am coming back to E!
I wonder if like every time she's in a tour, if she's going around the country during this podcast tour, if she's going to like have a hookup story, like, oh yeah, I was riding this guy last night in Austin, Texas.
I'm so excited because I am coming back to E! and Peacock. I have a new show premiering June 5th. It's called Honestly Cavallari, the headline tour.
Oh, jeez.
And they are going to follow me on my very first Let's Be Honest podcast tour.
That was a freaking mouthful.
I have lots of friends coming out.
What?
We are going to pull back the curtain on the headlines and talk about what was really going on.
Oh, dude.
So I am
you're such an inspirational person.
so excited to be back on TV, and I cannot wait to see you guys.
Yeah. Is that really true? Oh, wow, it's raining outside. That was my ADHD.
Each episode will follow Kristen to a new city throughout her week-long tour. And
you coming to Tampa, baby?
Features candid conversations with famous friends.
I'll take you to Wing House.
Bravo celebrities and memorable exes. The series will also follow her along as she explores local hotspots in each city with her friends and podcast guests.
You should come by the Personified Studios in St. Petersburg where Happy Hour is recorded.
And Kristen is no stranger to dropping headline-making truth bombs on her podcast.
Yeah, she's naughty, man. She's freaking naughty.
From setting the record straight on her alleged beef with the Kardashian-Jenner family.
What a lame beef. You're two just rich, hot women. So riveting.
To addressing plans on having more kids. The Laguna Beach alum always keeps it real.
Yeah,
the mom, who shares 3 kids with ex-husband Jay Cutler, even recently revealed she has a new love interest.
Yeah, she does. Every night. I mean, her freaking body count is undisguised.
Following her breakup last year from ex-boyfriend Mark Estes. While appearing on the Dumb Blonde podcast back in December 2024, Kristen
it's a perfect podcast for her to be on.
spilled all about her new man.
He is a retired athlete,
I
which
do.
I will tell you.
You love the athletes.
They love me, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're freaking hot and probably don't use teeth.
They always find me.
I love that.
He's such a good guy, and he really, it's new, but he checks all the boxes where I'm like, this is what I've been needing.
Yeah.
So naughty, isn't he? F word. No, you sound stupid.
So we'll see. And he has so much depth, and I just like love talking.
Oh, yeah. He can complete a sentence. Unlike the people I used to date.
Older? He's 40.
Good.
Yeah,
So
he
he's on your
has
level.
kids.
Yay.
So yeah, we connect on so many different levels.
That means they're having good sex.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around,
Sagittarius, birthday November 27. Do it like that until I end up in money heaven. They be thinking they be flaming and torching them with the bullshit they handing out. So the twist to make a wishing. Blow the candles out. Blow the candles out. Blow the candles out. Sagittarius birthday November 27. Do it like that until I end up in money heaven. They be thinking they be flaming and torching them with the bullshit they handing out. So the twist to make a wishing. Blow the candles out. Pull an all white phantom out. I'ma kill them with the pants and the shirt and the shoes and the hat with the shades and the chain and the watch is the reason I be standing now. That's where ice and spin that cake while I lick the icing off the cake. It's twist the B-Day, y'all. Come on, everybody, with the voice, celebrate with me. Do it like my birthday. Do it like my birthday. Do it like my birthday. All day. I do it like my birthday. Do it like my birthday.
Birthday, baby, yo, yes, I'm the hound dog. And them are some troublemakers, don't have them around, y'all. Whenever we in the club, we show love to all the haters. Shining up with my shit like a spike like a gladiator. Oh, yes, I'm the gladiator. That's the invader, gator. Twist the enduro now, I'm ready to regulator. We the birds in the streets, playing don't watch me, better watch my feet.
To the tragic out under her umbrella. Ella, ayy, I'm an Ella. When I get done, she gon' bring me my cheddar. This just the beginning, it only gets better. Now with my hat, now with my shirt. We gon' do it like the last day on earth. And if you really want the spill on the deal, yeah, it sound like a mug, yeah, fly in the mug. Do it like my birthday, do it like my birthday. Do it
It's going down,
like my birthday. Like my birthday.
Just get my nails did, just get my hair done. Just got this bad new Gucci bag matching Gucci pumps. Shoes matching the belt, skirt matching the blouse, chain matching the ring. Yeah, I'm doing my thing. Y'all got so many haters, why is so many hating? Sick like a mental patient, I floss like a dentist patient. Just keep testing my patience, sick and working my nerves. I'm getting spending that money like the first and the third.
Long gay skin blowing cushion the wind just like hey, yeah, popping no tags and visas busting the sag. I'm with it when I'm going hard to get a gone mad top. Models all around me, so I'm buying up the bar. I'm a hood star and I'm partying like a rock star. Only at my pick game, meaning you can't upgrade me, mommy. I'm the guap green king, like do it like my, do it like my, do it like my, do it like my, do it, I do it like my birthday. Every day, I do it like my birthday. Do it, I do it, I do it like my birthday. You did, that's what we say around here. Booked out, bling with the fresh gear. Keep it cock, snake skin, buck 50 hat, candy painted, old school, rolling around on 4 flats. Hit the liquor store, mix the Remy with the dro, rolling on the 94, looking for them sexy. Oh, I'm ballin' with Kelly, cause I'm a flirt. The VIP, Don Juan, got the street. Hey, look, I do it like my birthday, I do it like it hurts. Hey, watching these bad just to do it in the worst way. I'm a winner, mama, I am in the first place. Catch me on the dance floor, throwing up my birthplace. I'm an animal, I woke up on a Monday, and subsequently I ain't go to sleep till it was Thursday. Just a shot of Patron and blow a birthday. Get up with a bitch, you can take her home on the first day. King, mama, you can have a church. Bring another bitch and y'all can do it her way. Hotel room, do not disturb way. That's how I'ma do it when I do it like my birthday.
Yeah. I never knew what drooked out meant, but that was a big thing I used to say in Chicago in like 2008.
Doors closing.
Oh, jeez. I had my mic off. I'm getting tired. Did you know I'm from Chicago? I even have this. The Chicago train.
Doors closing.
Now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour.
Me, Ryan, Hoppe.
Finally, I'm one of those guys who can't wait to get to work in the morning, like a dairy cow.
Oh, yes!
what's up? It is Kevin Ralston, host of the KVJ Show, and you are listening to Hoppy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Triggering middle-aged dudes since 2012. This is Hoppy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppy Hour. Hoppy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is.
What is it?
Most listened to radio show.
Oh, that's right.
Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Let's go. Last segment. Time to rip into that douchebag known as Alec Baldwin. But first, on Hoppy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Turn the radio up, it's time for 3.
I got it.
Ryan's here with the latest spiel.
Whatever.
Sex and stars and love so real.
Got it.
Hoppy Hour hits with the funky feel. Date nights crashing like a scene at dawn. It's the gossip train.
I love gossip.
Ryan's got the scoop from dusk to morn. On this throwback ride, we all belong. Hoppy.
It's time for War of the Roses.
Ryan's got the...
I'm just kidding. I couldn't get a hold of the actor.
Turn it up, feel the love.
856-49-HOPPY.
Tune in now.
That's 856-494-6773.
It's a hot affair.
You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppy Radio.
All aware.
Always email me, RyanHoppyRadio@gmail.com and RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Woohoo! Hoppy, it's the hour craze. Ryan's got the juice and the beats that wave.
Whatever.
Turn it up, feel the love, let your heart behave. Tune in now, don't you misbehave.
Wow! Hoppy Hot Topic!
Well, Alec Baldwin's new reality show, obviously intended, I think, to show a different side of him as...
Yeah, it's so freaking fake.
Family man at home with Hilaria and their... How many kids are they up to? I think 7 kids?
By the way, this was shot, at least part of it, during the Rust trial.
Exactly, and leading up to it. Well, one of the things that we saw on last night's episode, they do go back to the Rust incident.
Yeah.
In fact, Hilaria shares the text messages.
True narcissist can make Alec Baldwin into somehow the victim.
That she got from Alec, I would imagine, moments after the shooting happened and Lena Hutchins was killed. But this is what she had to say. It is very emotional, and you got to wonder why they're sharing this part on the reality show.
I found these text messages the other day between us, you know, the day after, and he said he wanted to kill himself.
You have such a freaking beta male of a guy in Alec Baldwin that your wife is speaking for you.
He has survivor's guilt.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. He killed someone because he didn't know how to use a gun. Even though he would go on Twitter and act like he was better than everybody. Shut up.
You're involved in this thing that nobody could even possibly imagine.
Yeah.
And so it goes back to that day.
I love the dramatic music in the background.
He wishes it were him.
I mean, there's a lot of people that probably feel that way.
He would change places in a second. This
I'm
has
sure that's
affected
not
his
true.
health and his...
I'm sure he'd rather be rich and elite and alive than be dead. That's a freaking lie.
His mental health tremendously.
Shut up.
The past few years, all of a sudden, he, has started having heart problems. He's been hospitalized multiple times. It's hard sometimes. But, hopefully we're in the...
Shut up. Go back to your Spanish accent. It was less annoying.
Hardest, but the tail end.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to say it.
I mean, it doesn't go away once the case gets dismissed. I mean,
yeah, he's got to live with that forever and ever.
I mean, that's really clear.
So there's that. And then there is this here. Alec Baldwin's reality TV show, Ripped to Shreds by Helena Hudgens' family attorney. Gloria Allred is tearing into the documentary or the reality show as she says it's disgusting. It celebrates Mr. Baldwin's joy of being with his children while ignoring the fact that Alec Baldwin took a child away from her parents. That is a painful and actual reality which Helena's parents and sister live with each day. You can say what you want about Gloria Allred, but that's a pretty freaking gangster response if you ask me. She goes on to say, Helena lost her life in the most unthinkable tragedy. A son lost his mom. We are going to feel and carry this pain forever. Now, maybe you're going, oh, Ryan, I'm sure that documentary, or I keep saying documentary, that reality show can't be that bad. I'm sure it's entertaining watching Alec Baldwin and his stupid kids running around the house yelling. I have an audio clip of what the show is like. So maybe I'm giving it an unfair chance. Not at all. Maybe it's better than I actually think it is. Not at all. And it's funny because it really makes you realize that you should always pull out, guys. It ain't worth it. It's never, ever worth it.
When I met Ilaria, it was the tail end of season 5 of 30 Rock.
Yeah.
It was really unbelievable. It was awesome.
She was like banging me every day.
We are polar opposites.
Oh, yeah, you are. Not really. You're both douchebags. He just doesn't have a good accent.
She's a yoga instructor. She's
Hell yeah, with that body of hers.
actually about 25 years his junior.
People who say that age doesn't matter, of course it matters. I got married very fast. I got pregnant very fast.
I like the money, money, money.
I've had 7 kids.
Now, guys out there, when you're having sex tonight and doing your thing, please pull out. Because if you have a kid, this is what it's going to sound like.
Am I going to go blind?
Yes.
Somebody's going all over me.
They're putting makeup on his face.
Relationship with my daughter, Ireland, was so negatively impacted.
Yeah, it wasn't a great time.
Mother. It took a long
called her a
time
bitch
to
or whatever.
restore that. This is why I think I'm so aware of my relationship with my kids. I feel like our kids have been in a boat. And that boat's been going up and down and up.
I bet dating him is insufferable. And I bet he never goes down on a girl. He's like, you should be grateful that you're with me.
And there's been, stormy seas, and they've been scared.
Breaking news right now, we're learning more about a deadly accident on a movie set in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
The hardest thing about this is that a woman lost her life. A son lost his mom. And that's what makes everything so painful.
Actor Alec Baldwin is now charged with involuntary manslaughter.
Yeah, I remember that.
I've never been through anything like this in my entire life.
Where do you go from a tragedy?
Onto reality TV to make money because we lost a lot with the legal fees and paying off the court.
I do not want to go back to the life I had. I don't.
I know you don't.
You have a lot of individuals that
counting on us.
You and the two of you together, right?
Oh yeah, they're so influential. This annoying Brad from Boston who had a fake Spanish accent because she's got no personality. And then you have Alec Baldwin who literally doesn't know how to operate a gun. Oh, they're so inspirational.
Love you.
All right, so there's the little documentary of their show. I saw this here about Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin's ex-wife, Kim Basinger, shares rare insight on where the exes stand today. The actors met on the set of the 1990 movie The Marrying Man and got married 3 years later without a prenup. Kim filed for divorce from the actor in 2001, and the two fought for custody over their only child at the time, Ireland Baldwin.
And we'll be sure to play that voicemail in a second at the classic.
The couple finalized their divorce and reached an agreement, giving both joint custody in 2002. In an interview with Variety, published on February 27th, the 71-year-old actress...
She's 71? Oh my God, she looks freaking great.
...builds on the relationship, saying, quote, Alec and I have a great relationship. I have great respect for where he is today and his family. We don't spend Christmases and holidays or see each other very much.
Yeah, why would you?
But we talk.
Make sure he doesn't have a gun.
He'll pick up the phone and call me, and we have a very genuinely cordial and I think loving relationship in a lot of ways, just because we share a daughter. And I don't wish him anything but everything good. He's been through a lot lately. Kim's referring to Alec's trial for involuntary manslaughter.
Oh yeah, remember when he took a woman's life because he didn't know how to use a gun?
After a fatal accident on the
And he's a narcissistic piece of garbage.
Bed of rust. The case was ultimately thrown out, and Kim goes on to say about Alec's wife, but Hilaria seems to have a great handle on that, so more power to her. Even though Alec and Hilaria are largely in the public eye, Kim has other plans. Telling the outlet, quote, "Your anonymity is like a helium balloon. It slips out of your hand, and that's it. I found that out pretty young. Getting off airplanes all over the world and having people stock your hotel rooms and bodyguards and police."
Yeah. Or like in the clip we'll play in a second of Homer Simpson crashing into their house, and that's how we'll end the show. But before we end the show, I can't just talk about that dirtbag, that deadbeat father known as Alec Baldwin, without playing this doozy when he left his daughter, whose age he didn't even know, which you'll hear in the clip, when he left her this voicemail in 2007. But before we get to it, I got to play the dream harp sound effect, because we are a radio show here, and we got to add effects.
Tell you something, okay? And I want to leave a message for you right now.
Yeah.
Because again, it's 10:30 here in New York on a Wednesday, and once again, I've made an ass.
You always do.
Of myself, trying to get you a phone to call you at a specific.
You could have just left it at I make an ass of myself and hung up.
Time. When the time comes for me to make the phone call, I stop whatever I'm doing, and I go and I make that phone call.
Whatever.
11 o'clock in the morning in New York, and if you don't pick up the phone, at 10 o'clock at night.
Got it.
You don't even have that goddamn phone turned on. I want you to know something, okay? I'm tired of playing this game with you.
Well.
I'm leaving this message with you to tell you, you have insulted me for the last time.
That's not good.
You have insulted me. You don't have the brains or the decency.
Father of the year.
As a human being, I don't give a damn that you're 12 years old or 11 years old, or that you're a child.
He didn't even know her age.
Or that your mother is a thoughtless pain in the ass who doesn't care about what you do as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
You have humiliated me for the last time with this phone.
Yeah. Can you imagine leaving your kid then? Oh, this is freaking hilarious.
And when I come out,
it's a classic.
There next week, I'm going to fly out there for the day just to straighten you out on this issue. I'm going to let you know just how disappointed in you I am and how angry I am with you that you've done this to me again. You've made me feel like shit.
Yeah, you should always feel like that. You're a loser.
And you've made me feel like a fool over and over and over again.
Wow. Maybe it's a you problem. You ever think about that?
And this crap you pull on me with this goddamn phone
What a boomer in his phone.
Situation that you would never dream of doing to your mother. And you do it to me constantly and over again.
Wow.
I'm going to get on a plane and I'm going to come out there for the day and I'm going to straighten your ass out.
That's freaking frightening. When you hear that, you should call Child Protective Services.
Hey, and I'm going to straighten your ass out.
Especially when it's a daughter, not even a guy.
When I see you. You understand me?
All right, Father of the Year. Oh, by the way, and then let's not forget this moment with his daughter who loves him. This is from the roast of Alec Baldwin. Which I bet he's like eating a snack before, like, oh yeah, my daughter's gonna go on for me.
Hi, Dad. I'm Ireland.
Deadbeat dad joke.
It's good to be here. I almost didn't even know about it because I haven't checked my voicemails for my dad from the last 12 years or something.
Yeah, she knew the exact amount of time it happened because at this time it was 12 years ago. So she had it down. You know, that was traumatic. And then it gets released.
I actually have a lot in common with the people on this roast because, like them, I don't really know you that well either. Well, a lot of people know my dad as that guy from the Mission Impossible movies or that guy from 30 Rock. I know him as that guy from half of my birthday parties.
Yeah, he didn't know what to do, man. And then there's this. We're going to end Happy Hour with this. Here is the clip from the episode when Homer Simpson is gliding through the air and he's on a parachute and he crashes into the house of Alec Baldwin and Kim Basinger. This has been Happy Hour. Goodbye.
Lower! Lower!
There goes my turn.
Oh,
this is not good. Oh, nuts. What? Oh, already?
Ah! What the hell?
Sorry, lady. I know you! You're Kim Basinger!
It's Basinger.
Oh my God, I'm such a huge fan of yours, Miss Basinger.
Thanks. Listen, you think you could slide over a little?
Well, I am a married man.
You're crushing my husband.
Billy Baldwin!
I'm Alec Baldwin. Could you get off me?
So, what are you two kids doing in my neck of the woods?
Well...
Wait! Tell me over breakfast. Who's for pancakes?
Are you sure you don't want to go to the hospital, Mr. Simpson? You had an awful lot of glass in you.
Oh, I don't want to be a bother. Anyway, what are you two big Hollywood stars doing in good old Springfield?
Sometimes we need to get away from Hollywood. LA is just so phony.
Well, why didn't you just move to, say, Bethesda?
Not phony enough.
What we really like here is the privacy. And most people don't even know where Springfield is.
Yeah, tell you the truth, I'm not even sure.
We're trying to keep a low profile. We don't even go to the supermarket.
Yeah, we've been living off congratulatory muffin baskets. Blech. Zucchini.
Don't just put that back in the basket.
I'm gonna eat it later.
You shouldn't have to survive on dry, crumbly muffins from... the Gersh Agency?
TikTok, clocks and juke, playing cruel pranks. Hoppy's hour almost done. Feels like robbery in banks. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, dropping wisdom through streams. Syndicated sorrow, now it's time to shatter dreams. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. But the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street. But soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Phone lines buzzing, but the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street. But soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Oh, life's just so unfair. Every night like clockwork to a show. Now it's time to face the silence like the TV on snow. Ryan Hoppe held the mic with humor so divine. The void left in our hearts wider than a canyon line. Empty speakers, silent time coming to an end. Like a roller coaster stopping round the river's bend. Hoppe's jokes and jabs, these are daily grind. Now silence louder than the thoughts we can't rewind. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. The Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
And like that, he's gone.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
I'll kick you in the nuts and we'll call it a day.
Happy hour is now over.
Happy hour is now over.
Game over.
This concludes our broadcast day. Good night and God bless America.
Doors closing.